Hello! Hello!
Oh.
It's me, Card Gardener, and I'm here to ban all of you! You're banned, and you're banned, and you're banned, and you're not banned. Figure out which one! Hello!
Among Us?
One among you are not banned. Which one will it be?
Well, I was in lights.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. We are here for some more 5DARPS. How are you guys doing? It's been a bit. We had like a 2-week thing off. I'm a little bit sick. You can hear it in my throat, but everything should be perfectly fine whenever we jump into things today. And yeah, we're gonna have some good times. I hope, maybe, if you guys want to. I don't know what kind of things are gonna go down today. Depending on what you guys want to do. Maybe there'll be some duels, maybe there won't be some duels, maybe there'll be some cools, but at least there'll be some schools at the very least. I'm decently sure because you're gonna start off in one. Yeah, how are you guys doing? How was your 2-week break?
I didn't do
Finally
anything.
let me out of the basement.
I was in work till midnight.
Oh,
So, yeah.
damn.
Anyway, enough about that.
7 days without food.
You know what I did over the course of 2 weeks?
What
I
did you
went back
do?
through all of the 5DARPS episodes and I pinned every single comment by Cicerone.
God bless America, finally.
So now, on the YouTube side, on every single episode that Cicerone has done the timestamps on, at least so far, you will see all of them pinned. Because I realized I could do that. And it gives me so much, like, joy to think that Cicerone got, like, 60 fucking pings from me doing that.
Around 70 something.
It was interesting. But I hope every single one of those pinged him. I hope it happened.
Yeah. Thanks again, Cicerone, for all the good work you do in terms of keeping timestamps.
Yeah.
Never Cicerone.
Real.
Always Cicerone, never Cicerone.
Always Cicerone, never Cicerone.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Are we really gonna stick with that?
Well, like 500 did all of them. I don't know if they did it. Did they do it for the original DARP? They might have. I need to go and look. I think they only did it for 5DARPs, but I'll go look. I'll see.
I can quickly check.
Uh-oh.
But
Regular
yeah,
playlist.
I know that they didn't do it for every 5DARP because there was like 5 or 6 where I didn't see a Cicerone thing. But I don't know. Then maybe they were sick, or maybe they were doing something else, or I don't know. I don't pay them, so they don't have to do anything. But yeah, it's very neat, very cool. Remember that guy made it 5, explaining real life words, it clearly meant ba and ka. Dude, things happen. But yeah, we are gonna make our way into the room. We're gonna zoom over there like this. There we are. We've done it. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Into
Hello.
the closet. That's where we'll stay.
No.
We're out of the closet now.
And you're still gay.
Holy. So that being said, we are in the thing here. I could have swore there was some art right here, but it's gone now.
I
It
removed
vanished.
it because I was not liking it.
How dare you? But yes, we are back in the room. The room is relatively the same as it has been throughout things. I've added quite a lot to the room, but nothing you guys can really see at the moment. Who wants to let me know what happened last time? Unless you all had already gone and watched the recap that Blank had done, which was pinned at one point, or at least talked about being pinned at one point. I'm gonna scroll up and see if I can find it again. I'll just put it in the there it is. How about can I copy it? You won't let me copy it. It's pinned now, I think. I don't know.
There you go. It's pinned for 20 minutes.
There we go. That's the recap, but we're gonna have to do the recap for reals anyway. Before other
We're
than
gonna
that,
have 2 recaps.
who
for
wants
Trouble
to
Double.
say in the battle of the recaps who will do better?
You want to tag team this?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
yeah, let's go, dude.
Oh jeez!
Double trouble, dude.
We'll tag team this. Okay.
Double trouble.
Okay, you first or me first? We're double dutching. How would you?
Yeah, don't worry, I got you.
Okay.
So last time in 5DARPS, fucking rebound.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what song lyric to be this next one, but we'll talk about it later.
Well, then
Bridget,
being
thank you for the
handed a
$2. Much
mirror
appreciated, my
and
dude. Sorry.
Anyway, so last time in 5DARPS, the grid of battle commence. Katie, Kate, Katie Boo,
Caitlin.
Kate,
Katy Perry.
They know.
Katy Perry.
They didn't forget.
Could you imagine if I forgot? Seriously, though, could you imagine? Last time, So
Then
last
you know
time-
how I feel every day.
last time, Caitlyn faces off against Ryukenshin Powered,
There
which
it
is the big guy. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
there you
he's
go, you
big
got
and
him.
pink.
They argue on terms for a while, very
Yeah.
card-based terms, in which I'm sure no advantage was trying to be get from both of them. They were absolutely doing it in real and fair terms, and they set off, and turns out, first of all, Ryukenshin Powered, first of all, and this whole time he was a little clown.
Ah!
He was a little clown man, yes.
He was a
Oh,
little
God.
clown.
I'll make that be the card of the day while you're still going. Go ahead.
Thank you. You should look at the clown.
See what
Anyway,
fun.
yeah. They go back and forth. Battle is had. The knights are put to their greatest capacity, and at one point, Kate's in a pickle. Is being put back. But wait! Holy shit! What's that in the distance? Is that a new field?
Oh.
And the summon skull retrain?
Oh! Yes.
Summon skull is it was that. Goes and sits in the new spot, the blue spot, also known as the not legs, please stop asking on spot. And goes, I'm here now. I'm going to stare menacingly at you, Red False May. I did not ask for this when I went and signed my cards. And using the power of being able to bring out more summoned skulls at 50 miles an hour, Kilda was able to completely destroy this fucking clown.
Where the fuck
And
are
because
those
part
clowns?
and because part of the original
it is.
terms involved that Caitlyn would absolutely just be like, no, you don't get any power anymore. You turn off now. Well,
Clown.
yeah.
Clown.
He goes clown.
Look at
and
this!
then
Look
he
at this
is-
new field! Look at him!
Yeah, look at the field.
It's on you.
Those aren't link zones. I promise.
They are called not the link zone.
If we figure out how to get this to other people, though, you can use them as link zones, and that's why they're in the link zone spots. But it isn't link zones. It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe at some point we'll upload the fucking 5DARPS assets, but not today.
I
Or-
tried. I tried. Redbubble didn't do it right.
Redbubble, fuck, stop. Point is, clown show up, clown take power away, clown be stomped on.
Aw.
Alright, take it away from here, Linda. And tap
with
me
the
back at some
duel-
point.
Yeah. And with the deal concluded, we were trying to figure out what to do next. And Summer Skull was here, and he was just like kind of chilling, vibing. And also the red Summer Skull was also here, but the red one turns out he's kind of mellow, not kind of evil. And he has all this power stored in him. So first of all, when Ryukichin died, he released all of the energy that he stored in. So all the spirits that he absorbed may return one day, eventually. As for the spirits within inside Red Summon Skull, not regular Red Summon Skull, those ones could either remain in him in an unstable form, could be stabilized, or we could just set them free and then this Summon Skull fully dies. We had a discussion with everyone and we came to the conclusion that, hey, maybe him absorbing the power might be the best thing that could happen. And so he did that. And we got Summon Skull of the Altered World, I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
And with that, he let out some of his lightning and then went to rest mode. And then we noticed it started to rain. So we all made our way back to Thunder Dragon. We informed Thunder Dragon of the situation. And it was like, great job, you guys. Bad news, my mom's back. And we're like, she's not that bad, right? And the Thunder Dragon was like, well, she kind of, was a ruler of an ocean, she's probably gonna make this place an ocean. We don't want an ocean. It means all my people are gonna die, and I kind of like my people, so I don't want to let my people go, Moses. And so we decided to help Thunder Dragon figure out a way to solve this. That's when Talzin's mind came in, and he thought, hey, a way to draw out twin-headed Thunder Dragon's lightning might be a way to solve this situation. By creating a lightning rod, but also, you know, a lightning rod cannon, so we might be able to harpoon it.
Let's make a fucking gun!
Harpoon!
Talzin was so American and was like, gun. But anyway, we made our way back. We decided to get any scraps of materials, anything that could help. Most of us weren't helpful because, you know, we're not tech bros. Talzin's the tech bro. Also, Wicked Fat M Dealer is good to go, and also Nadia's back up. Nadia was kind of in denial of her dying because, you know, she's back. She didn't really die. There's no problems. I was kind of embarrassed that I died. I reacted like that.
Major L.
If I accept that I died, then I'll be a lot more mad about it or scared about it. So I'm just gonna say that I didn't.
Yeah, and Caitlin was like, "Okay, honey." Anyway, so they make their way back. They work together. They attach one of the poles to some skull of the Altar World's feet. That way, lightning can be dragged down to him, so he can be kind of a conduit. And so the lightning went down, absorbed into Summon's Skull. Summon's Skull was reawoken, angry. The harpoon went off as well, so that dragged the thunder into Summon's Skull. And then Summon's Skull did the most badass thing, which is, you know, I'm gonna spin this dragon around like I'm playing Mario 64.
That is indeed what happened.
So he was on his Mario 64 move.
I'm gonna eat this dragon a year in the past.
Exactly. So as that happened, the dragon got sent a year to the past beyond the black wall, which is not a cyberpunk reference. There's actually like a wall of darkness, you know, which is like
there was just a wall.
Just so people are, you know, not confused.
So long,
because
get
there was an
Bowser.
update. Yeah. Anyway, so as you know, Summon's Skull said, "So long, gay browser." Don't know why in Mexican, but no, not Mexican, Italian.
Mexican?
I mean, both of those work. Anyway.
Mexican?
Mario.
Hey, hola, it's a mi Mario.
Hey, so long, get Bowser.
Anyway, so that was clear. There was a bit of flooding, but that was fine. We all walked together, and the Thunder and Lightning tribes were united by force because, let's be real, Thunder Dragon and Altar World Summon's Skull, they're a duo you don't want to fuck with. But, you know, mainly Summon's Skull. Like, he got lightning on him all day. He will throw those hands. So Thunder and Lightning tribes, they're cool kind of together. Kind of. Hopefully things get better. And the rest of us, well, we have a solution to go home, which was this magical carousel, which had a portal containing our way home. We walked through the magical carousel portal, which contained our way home, and Phantom Dealer was no longer there with us. And as that happened, we were returned back to the store. At the store, we kind of discussed what our next plans were. Were we going to talk to each other about, were we going to tell the teacher what happened? Because, you know, how can we justify it? Then we'll figure out what lie to tell. And then, you know, we decided, hey, let's just tell him the truth. What's the worst he can do? You know, arrest us? We would like to see him try. Anyways,
He's too small. He can't do anything.
You are not speaking for me. I do not want to go to prison.
Yeah, you're right. You would be like sulfur pack. Anyway, as we went into a card pack, yeah. I mean, there's less cards than cigarettes in that pack, but you know, let's not worry about that. Anyway, as we went into the office of the teacher, which was in the side room of the auditorium where he was teaching, all of us talked about what happened. He was like, "Oh man, you guys went to the spirit world? Neat." And we were like, "Wait, you know about the spirit world?" And it was like, "You guys don't know what class I teach. I teach the spiritual..."
That was my master's.
Yeah, I teach about the spiritual arts of the and law of the universe kind of thing.
And my PhD.
Yeah. And you know, he was digging in the walls. They told him you can't dig in the walls, and that's probably why he was let go as chancellor. And
I want to dig in the walls.
There ain't no walls. There ain't no walls.
There were
There ain't no walls.
so many options he could have taken to get what he wanted, and he did not do them.
I mean, going to Egypt is a very much more expensive option. Anyway, he also mentioned that
Neo Domino.
he also mentioned that, hey, you know, the satellite was a spiritual phenomenon, in which case it was teleported somewhere. But you know, spirits, it didn't just disappear one day and sink. It disappeared one day and actually disappeared.
Yeah, he's sitting there like, yeah, most people are saying that the satellite sunk, but there's a lot less things under the water than should be if that's the case.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And with that knowledge that he had, he told us, hey, you guys have been gone for like 2 weeks as well, so GG, it sucks, which means you've also missed your exams, so you're all in Slifer. We all reacted into it in different ways, and by all of us, I mean Benny and Gregor were cool with it because they were already there. Talzin was kind of annoyed, but kind of fine with it. Caitlin was coping.
Caitlin was coping.
Nadia was...
Then it coped even harder.
Nadia coped even harder, and Jem was having a mini panic attack.
And Sam was there.
And Sam was there, chilling.
Whatever.
Out in the schoolyard. Finding trouble, never looking too hard. We're back at class and they never taught us this. And so we left the auditorium and made our way back to the Slifer Dome, which was really far away, having no advantages, really, let's be honest. Obelisk is really close to the auditorium. Bra is closer to all the card shops. The police have the better building.
That
The
just
police
means
have
you
the building
guys.
that should be ours.
That means you guys are really close to having any help in case anything happens.
I hate
Yeah.
this. I hate the
We're close to nature.
insinuation there.
You're close to
Please.
nature, and if there's ever any problems, you have the site security right there. You're the most secure house.
Let's
Why is there
see.
a sign that says "fuck the police"?
We at least get
Hold on.
like priority with the racetrack over here. Like fuck, man.
Of course you get.
You
Of
see
course
the-
you get race priority.
I think a couple of
I
us.
can't play the race card right now.
I think a couple of us are okay with the cops. The other half,
What do you mean the other half? I see 3 people of color.
but he's rich.
Ah,
I am in fact rich.
yeah, but he's rich and black, which means he might get stopped, but they might apologize. They might.
Might apologize.
Anyway, we made our way back, and then we saw a lady who, you know, Talzin dueled against, and also was harassed by Gregor. Let's be real.
Whoa.
I wouldn't call it harassment.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'd call it initiative.
Whoa. Rolling initiative.
Roll initiative. Gotcha. The one Gregor rolled initiative on, while she was not ready for battle.
Jesus.
But yeah, you guys made your way back to the Slifer dorm. Everything seemed hunky dory till you saw a lady from another place that shouldn't be there. By the way, you guys have always been in your uniforms. However, bloop, 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 bloop. You can now actually show them. Look at those.
I like the idea that
Look at
they
those
immediately
uniforms.
put you on the Slifer right? You know, just
Look
hand
at
it
'em.
over to you.
Look at them all.
Look at them.
You can
They
assume.
made you undress.
You can
and then put on
assume
the red clothes.
that Kate and Taliesin are in a yellow and blue one respectively. However, they will have red ones waiting at their place. There will in fact be red uniforms waiting at their things. Benny got so much hotter.
I wonder what they'll
The
do.
real dude. Look at Benny.
What if I just didn't give back my yellow
The
uniform?
Muir.
What if I just kept wearing it?
Who knows? I mean, technically, we also have, if I really wanted to, boom.
There you go.
Ooh.
A little bit off color, but that's just because I was using Photoshop. But yeah. But yeah. Eventually, they will all have their red uniforms either way. But we wanted to wait to get the uniforms, mostly because I didn't want to spoil the fact that they were all going to be in Slifer, but also I didn't have the money immediately at the beginning of everything. And also I think Phantom was sick for a little bit.
Phantom was sick, correct.
Yeah. So we do have the uniforms. They're all here. Look at them all. We got some fun stuff. Apparently Benny got hotter. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Before we start, there was another donation other than the $2 from Region earlier. There was also a $6 from Officer Venture saying, "Don't forget the part where I appeared riding a horse. That totally happened. Anyway, have some DP for later."
Thank you.
How do people keep forgetting about the horse?
I'm gonna add in the 2 from earlier from Region because I don't know what they wanted. So we're gonna say 4,000 points are up for grabs. So all 4 of you will get 1,000 points or DP.
Oh yeah, baby.
Let's add the 1,000 on.
There you go.
How much?
1,000 DP.
Okay.
So you will go up to 28,000. Good job. That being said, you guys all do see a person waiting for you over at the dorm ahead of you. You guys see the dorm itself. It has it's a rather simple looking building. If you guys think how like a normal kind of apartment building looks like, there's 3 floors to this one. They have simple railings that would lead that would make it to where people can't fall off the front of them. But there are some stairs that go off in 2 different directions. One side, you guys are assuming, at least from the 2 Slapper Reds that are already here, you guys know if one side is the girls' dorms, one side is the guy dorms. That would lead you off in 2 separate directions. Yeah, right in front where the stairs would meet the 2 areas, you find that there is a person waiting. You guys do not have to interact with them if you guys do not wish to. They are in the way, but you can just push past them if you want to. You don't have to talk to them.
I thought you were gonna say in our area, like MILFs in our area.
I know there are desperate sluts in my area.
Mills in a dry land.
Caitlin will look at everyone and they'll be like, I think I need to go to my room for a bit.
You
All
can
right,
set
if
it
you
as a
just
good
not
idea.
moving and everything.
You guys can handle this, right?
Handle
sure,
it
yeah.
more than handle us.
I really don't believe you can, but anyway,
Oh, you're so mean to me.
I'm only telling the truth.
All right, get moving.
I'm moving. Yeah.
Well, if we're allowed to
Try and
opt
make
out,
it look
if we're allowed to opt out from this, he just starts walking with you.
All right, I got you
Sam
later.
just starts walking up the stairs. They do
I
not
got
seem
you
to stop
later,
either.
Sammy, baby.
They do not seem to stop either of you from going up the stairs.
Mm.
As Kate, you and Sam make your way up, both of you would have been told your new room numbers. The 2 of you, as first years, you guys would have the top floor. It goes top, middle, and then bottom for the 3 years you'll be at this college. If you guys are 3rd years, you'd have the bottom floors, blah, yada, yada. However, as the 2 of you would step out and past the areas going up to the top, Sam would go off in one direction where you would go off in the other. We will get to you guys in just a bit. Anybody else want to ignore the plot in front of you?
I would
Nope.
never. I am seeing some plot I like to hit on.
Oh my god!
I am going.
I'm playing, by the way, Lindo.
Don't worry about it. I can find plenty of plot. You know?
I am going to keep Gregor safe.
Gotcha.
We don't know what women are capable of.
You know what, Benny boy, you're right.
Taliesin, what about you? Do you want to make your way up to your room, or do you want to stay
No,
here with
he
them?
is willing to stay here for this.
You guys see as Caitlin and Samurai go up. I'm just saying Sam because half of you guys wouldn't know that. But as Caitlin and Sam would make their way up, they would look back over toward the 3 of you. So, none of you gonna ignore me?
I mean,
Why
I know
would we
that's
ignore you?
kind of the deal, but you're still here, which is, I mean, I guess,
That was the deal, wasn't it?
It was, but I feel like you want to say something to us.
Not really. I wanted to make sure that everything went well enough as it was. I was curious as to knowing why I wasn't immediately with all of you when everything happened. But other than that, I've mostly just been waiting. Didn't expect all of you to pull up.
How long have you been waiting, by the way?
About an hour, maybe a little bit longer.
Oh, you just spawned directly into this living room here?
I showed myself apparently in one of the dorm rooms. I'm not sure which one of yours it was, but it was one of yours. I'm assuming. That little guy was.
Back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That little guy was there too, but they jumped out the window, so I can't really talk to them.
Little guy. He was here?
Checks uniform.
I figured that he would have stayed, or at least was. I mean, we didn't see him when we were first here, if I remember right. So
I don't know. You have to ask him. Your squirrel's still with you.
Oh, yeah.
First little guy you can think of. Shit.
Other than that, I assumed that you guys would get here eventually, and if you didn't, I'd just make my way away.
Then I apologize. Come on, Taliesin. They've been waiting an hour for them, so we shouldn't keep them waiting.
I'm not
what do you? So she said the other guy jumped out the window and is gone, and no one's waiting for us in the room.
Yes.
Okay.
Benny's like looking at you with like a, come on, man, read the room.
I don't know what he wants from me.
What do you want?
Benny, he's just not getting it.
Don't you need to make sure Sam is doing all right?
I can check on him later.
Benny, what are you doing? I don't follow.
I don't follow what you're doing either. Anyway, I don't actually know how you're gonna get off of here without.
Well, I don't know how these things go. I just understand she's been waiting for him for an hour, and we're here. We're probably a third and fourth wheel by now.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think that's why she's waiting here. And
She's just smiling as you three are talking in front of her.
Regardless of that, I don't entirely know how you're gonna get down from up here. I don't know if you've looked around, but this is like...
Oh yeah, I've looked around. I've been here for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't just sitting here the entire time. I looked a little bit off in front and got a little bit of culture shock, I guess is the best way to put it.
I mean, even for an hour, you must have been hustling. This is kind of a big campus.
Oh, I haven't looked everywhere. I made my way outside of the woods for a brief moment and saw a bunch of large buildings. I'm guessing they are very similar to what the buildings in my world would have looked like before they were ravaged by rust and wear down. It was interesting. That being said, it's a little bit overwhelming, so I decided to come back for a bit.
Okay.
It's a good question, though. It's not exactly we can hide you in the walls or anything. Someone's gonna notice eventually.
Oh, you're not gonna hide me. I'm not expecting to stay with any of you. That's not what this is.
Yeah,
So
I
just kinda
figured.
hanging around.
Puts a hand on Gregor's back. Maybe next time, champ.
But what?
Okay, I know it. Okay, whatever. Regardless of that, you're gonna need to figure out some kind of way to get down from here without getting arrested, I guess, for trespassing.
I mean, getting arrested is one way to get down, but I mean, it's not pretty.
So before that, you keep bringing that up, Taliesin. You would know this place is public.
This place is
You can
public?
walk
I
it.
thought it was a private campus that, it'd be weird for
There
somebody
are- there
that's
are
just
a lot of-
civilian to be here.
There are a lot of other buildings on campus that are open to public in different
Okay.
areas. The actual school itself, you can only go to if you are a paying member of the school. But
Alright.
there are public areas to this place.
I apologize. I didn't
There are
realize
many roads
With-
that make their way into this place.
with how the whole
It's
setup is, we
expensive
can't.
to be up here.
Okay. I'd assumed that we were more closed off because of how, we're not allowed outside help. We're not allowed to bring in money. We don't have money that we earn
Yeah.
here, that sort of thing.
Could you imagine if we got up here to get kidnapped, dude?
This place,
You're allowed kidnapping.
you're allowed to do whatever. You're allowed to do whatever. People are allowed to come in and watch things. People are allowed to come in and go to any of the other businesses that are around here. There are people that commute here all the time because they work here. A bunch of stuff like that. Like this isn't like only the students live here.
There
Okay.
was a kidnapping school, but they seem to have disappeared.
I apologize for not
no,
understanding
it's fine.
how this place functioned. That is my bad. I thought it was a private academy.
It is very much so, but it is not like to an account of. There's a sector security branch up here. There's a bunch of things up here where people can come and check things out.
It's
There's
a private school
also
with an open campus, the best way to think of it.
there's
Okay.
also, again, in order to even come here to sign up for things, you would have to go to the main school. Like it is open
I
enough.
apologize.
Yeah.
We can scratch
No one's
that
gonna
then,
get-
because he would have.
No
he
one's gonna
would've
get
definitely known
arrested for being up
He-
here.
that. Yeah. I apologize. He would have known this because he is very smart, and I
Yeah.
am dumb and didn't know things.
Yeah, no one's gonna be arrested for being up here. even if it
Okay,
was
cool.
even if it was a private school, like at worst they would just take you out. Like
Yeah.
yeah. But yes, continue.
You can leave, please. I mean, generally, if you can go like up and down, money's gonna be a tight issue if you're gonna be hanging around here, unless you happen to have some cash on you.
In cash?
Yeah, it's Neo Domino. You gotta, spend cash to get cash and all that stuff.
And what's this cash you're talking about?
Our currency in this world.
DP.
DP. All right, I'll go get some.
All right. Good luck.
Okay, so you're gonna question that, or are you just gonna stay quiet? Do you even know how to get some, or it's gonna? I mean, it's a chip. You can't just like. I mean, I guess you can do it, but
There are no easy quests for you to take nowadays in this economy.
I'm sure that there's plenty of ways that you can find some kind of access to cash, whatever that actually is. That being said, I'm not really too interested in that. I have my own thoughts of what I want to do while I'm here. I have my own reasons for coming. You don't have to worry about that. This is mostly a curiosity. Me coming and seeing all of you.
All right.
That being said,
Nice.
she steps off from the stairs she was sitting near. As she does, she starts to walk forward. My curiosity has been piqued. If all of you'll excuse me.
Of course.
all right.
She starts walking by.
Raiders, not your chance.
Listen,
Gregor,
a girl's gotta be like a kunai with chain. If she comes back, she comes back.
You're not even gonna ask her the most important question, Gregor.
Oh no.
I already asked her if she was single.
Her name, you.
Right. Hey, what's your name?
I like to think she wasn't even that far with that exchange. She was just standing right there.
I mean, Towson wasn't gonna ask because it's like you figured that she's just gonna go and disappear. But it seems Gregor wants more.
No, Gregor, what'd you say?
Hey, what's your name, by the way? At least leave us with something.
Oh, Raku.
Raku. All right.
And you were Gregor, right?
That's right, baby.
Well, if I am able to find some of that cash or DP or whatever that was, I guess I'll see you all later.
All right.
They
Later then.
take a couple of steps toward the exit of the forest. You then notice them stop, looking out toward where the large buildings are starting to come into view. She then just looks at it for a second before just taking a hard right into the forest.
Oh no, that's what the geese are. Oh, they're gonna test some metal real good this time.
You guys do remember the way things are correct. Benny, you know that you are now being tasked with having Taliesin in your room. So that is going to be a thing there. And Gregor, you know that eventually you're going to make your way back over to Samurai.
Sammy boy!
Do you guys want to do anything before heading back up into the room? Do you guys want to say anything to each other? What's going down?
I'm sorry, Gregor.
Oh, that's alright. You know, what's a guy gotta do to, what's a gazelle gotta do to make a queen with his king, right?
Next time, I will be a better wingman.
Well, you don't have to do anything, Benny. It's all, you gotta do what's best for you.
You did your absolute best, Benny.
My
Hey,
best
even
wasn't good
Dawson's
enough.
saying.
My best will get better.
Well, alright.
Good to
Don't
hear.
get too into it, alright? A wingman's cool, but at some points it's get a little creepy.
You're right. I'm sorry if you felt she found you creepy.
I sure hope she did, and I think like I'm a pretty good cat.
You are.
That feels good. That feels alright. Alright, you two, if you don't have anything to know, I have a Sammy to go greet.
Gregor,
Right, I guess we gotta.
Gregor, as you approach the stairs, and then Taliesin, as you are going after, you guys feel something as you get there.
Love?
I would like the both of you to roll me for your willpower, please.
Look at
We
her.
felt a connection. All right,
Benny,
let
don't
me
worry about
just-
Oh,
just
okay.
grab
You don't have
this.
a willpower, so you have passion. Don't worry about it.
I have.
Steven.
Let's see here. I'm gonna put one in because
Gregor
I'm
has
just that awesome.
Gregor has a fleeting as well.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Oh, come on!
17. That is higher than 7.
What'd you get altogether?
I got a 2. I got a natural 1.
And you got a
plus
20.
1.
Nice
Yep.
job.
Got a
Gregor,
dirty 20, baby.
as you make your way forward, you find that there's a different feeling you're getting from this place now. As you stop for a moment, you see that Taliesin starts making their way up the stairs, and Benny makes his way there, and as soon as he gets to where you were, Benny, you feel that same familiar feeling of home that you've always gotten whenever you make your way here. You give a smile as you're all of a sudden it feels like all your worries and cares seem to wash off of your shoulders, just like it always does when you walk into this place.
Ah, finally, I could feed the geese.
But Gregor, whatever this feeling was, and Taliesin and Benny seem to be just perfectly fine with it, you note that this is not what you usually feel when you come home.
Yeah, this is not what I feel when I come home. I'm gonna tell you that.
You're usually very stressed out about the geese.
Yeah, I mean, that, of course, the geese are important, but it's, you know.
But now it's almost like all that stress from the geese just wash off of your shoulders.
Oh, they're trying to get in you. They're using some alternative tactics. I feel sad about this.
As you notice that, you will see that Benny and Taliesin have mostly made their way up to the top. Benny, you would show Taliesin to your room, as the two of you would go into said room. Gregor, following up after them, you would go up and go over toward where Samurai is in your room. As you guys get into your rooms, going to settle down into each of them, we will go
You'll
to
have
each of
to
you
wait.
all in turn. first things first, we're gonna go to Kate.
Okay.
Hello.
Kate, you look about the area. You find that you are in the very far room on the 3rd floor. One that leads off has like a good view of the forest as well as the forest. And if you look forward from your room, you find the forest. It's very nice, very good.
There's a look of just eye twitching of all this nature. Ugh.
You do find
greenery.
you do find that the trees of the forest are at least a little bit away from you, so it's not like something's gonna crawl into your windows or anything. But the trees are very much obstructing any kind of view you would get from this place. As you walk in, you do find that there is obviously somebody else who's supposed to be in this room. You find that there are a ton of things just kind of strewn around. You find that there are some different kinds of clothes seemingly just kind of scattered about on the top bunk of this area. You find that there are a bunch of different bags and boxes just sort of haphazardly stacked in different places. You do find that there is not really anything too personal. There's no pictures or anything along the walls or anything like that, but you definitely know that this is a lived-in area. As you can tell, you do find that there has been a secondary desk that has been put into this area. You find that it is mostly completely cleaned off. You also find that there is a completely cleaned off area as far as the bottom bunk and everything is concerned. It looks like whoever was living here has probably at least been told that you are going to be staying here.
Oh, how nice. Ugh. She'll kind of sigh and just start cleaning the whole place.
You're gonna start cleaning?
Yeah, this place is a state. She does not like this.
As you begin to clean this area, you start taking the clothes that are up on the top bunk and putting them into a box. You start to mess about with the other desk that seem to has different things thrown across it. Why don't you roll me for your instinct, please?
Yes, I shall roll instinct as soon as I can find my dice. There it is. Roll. 12.
As a 14?
14, correct.
You do find as you were cleaning that it isn't that bad. It does look like somebody comes around and cleans this place every so often. It's just, it gets out of hand sometimes. You do find that as you get things off of different areas, you do find that there are less than, while it was less than ideal circumstances, at the very least it was able to be cleaned up relatively easily. It's not like whoever lives here is complete pig. At least it doesn't seem like it.
Okay, with that, she'll kind of sigh in relief. And she'll try checking her personal belongings to see if there's her tea set or anything like that.
Your personal belongings?
Yes.
You go over toward the boxes that are here. You find that after you were looking through them, they do appear to be some of the stuff that was brought in from your dorm. So yes, if you had a tea set, there would be a tea set in there.
Yeah, she'll start making tea for herself. She needs to calm down.
Okay. As you are making said tea, I would like to know what your day is going to consist of. That is so far it is getting later in the day. You guys know that the sun was going down as you guys had approached this place. At this point, you can probably assume that it is getting to a point of night starting to show itself around this area. At least by the time you are done cleaning, it is starting to look very much like it is nighttime. So as things are going about, let me flip this over. Night. What is the rest of your night going to consist of?
Some tea, probably checking over the deck, seeing if there's ways to improve it, and then if her roommate doesn't come in, she'll just settle in for the night. So just a simple night. And also activating a fate card.
Okay. I mean, you've already activated some, so this is fine.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's whatever.
Give
Just
me one.
don't roll the tower.
Bloop. This one right here, I'm guessing.
Yes, that one right here. Listen, if I roll the tower, I roll the tower.
Go right ahead then. I see. You can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you in solving a puzzle, a problem, or dilemma.
That'll be a good future thing.
It's a decently good future thing. You have exactly 3 games to activate it.
That's fine with me.
You better start finding some problems to solve, girl.
You're doing another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to get
What are some major problems in the storm?
vu.
Hey, Benny,
Go
are
ahead.
you available to talk?
There you go.
the wand?
Wand.
Yes.
I would like you to start flipping some coins. Here's some coins right nya.
Yes.
Right up nya. Look at these nya, and there's nya.
Let's go.
As we go to flip said coins, if one of them are heads, all your guidance tokens that become shadow tokens. If 2 of them are heads, you roll a d20 and you gain that resulting guidance tokens plus 4. If 3 of them are if 3 of them are heads, all your shadow tokens become guidance tokens.
What guidance tokens?
Exactly.
There's nothing to lose, baby. Woo!
I mean, there was only things to gain. However, you did
Yeah.
lose from this. I'm gonna go ahead and say, because there wasn't any guidance tokens, go ahead and redraw.
Cool. Thank you.
More cards.
Da-da-da. Oh boy.
I wanted it to be the wand again. Redraw.
What? You don't want
Oh,
2
boy.
questions to be asked in meditation?
There we go. The fool.
There we are. Do-do-do-do. You lose 1 key item and 1 skill point. The player then can draw another card, but it must use it immediately or regain the skill point and reassign it anywhere. You're gonna lose 1 skill point. Go ahead and tell me which one.
There you go. I'll lose a skill point in.
It can be anywhere. So you can also
Anywhere.
choose your things to go into negative with.
Yeah, true. I'll go with 0 in demeanor. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it seems fine. And you're gonna lose your card?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I mean, I can't give you Jinzo.
I might take it.
I mean, I'll give you Jinzo, then I can't use it.
I'll hold on to Jinzo for you for now then, since you're
Cool.
not using it right now anyway. I'll be nice and hold on to Jinzo for you.
Cool.
Do you draw again immediately?
Do you want to draw
Draw
again, or do
again.
you want? Here's the thing: do you want to draw again, or do you want to immediately relocate that point?
Ooh, relocation. I don't think there'll be a big enough boost from relocating, so I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay,
Oh boy.
let's go again.
I'm loving the combo.
Let's go again.
Right now.
Let's go again.
And we got the Emperor, a spirit around you that favors you, gives up its vitality to allow you a second chance at staying in the fight, either through adding LP or replenishing your health or stamina. The spirit is then injured for the duration until fixed. You have no spirits other than the one boy, and there's no real reason to put you in danger right now, so roll again.
Time to draw.
Oh my fucking god.
Almost like nothing has happened yet, and there isn't any point of using these. Let's see here. We have the Hermit. The player then keeps this card. They use it to force a critical success or fail on experience or instinct check. They may also use this card to refresh all expended uses of their abilities. That's a good one to keep.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one to keep.
And then the last fake card I'm activating.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, you gotta go free in.
Oh my fucking god.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know you can use these for other things too, right?
I do. I do.
There are plenty of other fun uses.
And we have the Doom or the Death. Increase the
Cool.
difficulty of an encounter as well as the rewards. I'll hold on to that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
let me get a little thing going for it. Let me
I
make
sure it has
change my
Caitlin's
color.
name on it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just gonna put a little purple circle around it.
That's how you know.
There we are.
That's how we know.
Purple Nurple.
Yeah, nice job. You got
Really?
you got 2 cards you can use at any point. That's really good.
Yes.
Really good. Really good.
Yes.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
I wish
Also,
I was
Eggy-
really good.
Also, Eggy gave $60. Says, "Hey Lindo, here's a tower card for you."
Well, he said
tower
it's a tower card. I
don't know
guess
if
we're
it's a
going
tower
to go
card.
again.
I don't know if it's a tower card.
Oh my
Well,
fucking
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll find
see.
out if
Let's
it is.
go.
Go ahead and draw
If
one.
anyone break the record for most fake cards rolled in one session.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Hey, you got the priest. Choose any one card you have seen or heard about from the DM. The DM then chooses one card to take from you. They become in some way important to you. You tell me a card, and I will give you said card, but I will also take away a card from you.
Okay. Right now in this instant, or
I'll give you the same stipulation I gave the other card. You'll have to use this within three games.
Okay, that's cool with me.
That'll give me time to also check out your cards and find out what I want to take from you as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jinzo, I've already taken Jinzo.
You take Jinzo again?
Jinzo's dead. He's gone.
Jinzo's back for another arc. God damn it.
But he's on my back.
See, this is why these cards are mostly used in key moments, whenever things are going down, and instead now we're like, nah, it's been 5 games. We obviously have to make sure to use all of them.
Yeah.
But I get it, because they're there and people give money for them, and it's great.
People get money for them.
Yeah, it's okay.
Once the karma cards are available again, we'll fucking mess with those. But those will take a little bit.
Yeah.
So you just have your tea and you're gonna basically settle in for the night.
Yeah, make sure to set my alarm for early in the morning because I have to do a morning jog.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you set your alarm, your roommate does not show up throughout the night.
That's fine with me.
We are gonna go to Benny and Taliesin.
It's a Benny and Taliesin show.
So, which bunk does Benny usually sleep in? Because I believe they were bunk beds.
They are bunk beds. Yes.
Hold on. I have to clean up your bunk for a second. You see Benny take down an arts and crafts chair, an arts and crafts small tequila cup, an arts and crafts red carpet, arts and crafts sunglasses, arts and crafts throne with actual gold.
You know, I'm not surprised you were using the top bunk as storage.
Dude, that's the best. That's the best, dude.
It's like a shelf.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's great. I had a friend where I used to stay over at their house all the time. They had a bunk bed. I always slept on the floor because they always just had everything on top of their bunk bed.
Arts and craft crown. Arts and craft castle. I'm just kidding. It was a He-Man or this world's version of a He-Man castle.
Yeah, She-Man.
Shmee-Man.
A bag of sunflower seeds. Another bag of sunflower seeds. A bag of oats. A bag of peanuts. A bag of circus peanuts.
You got a lot of shit, huh?
Oh, they're not for me.
Cool.
The
Taliesin, it looks like he's
Necronomicon.
trying to give. Taliesin, it looks like he's trying to give you the top bunk. How do you feel about that?
He doesn't mind.
Okay.
Sorry, James, you're gonna have to not sleep at the top bunk. Don't give me that look. I know you're king of the world, but the king of the world can be on the ground too.
You see the squirrel flex, Taliesin.
God, that's such a weird squirrel.
You're a weird squirrel.
Damn.
Well, hopefully by whenever the next round of exams happen, I will be out of here as quickly as possible.
Yep.
He will get up on the top bunk and not say anything else.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's just like he's tired, man.
Benny and Taliesin, as they look to each other, they're both just like, "Ma'am, I do not want to share a room with someone, especially
Yep.
you."
It's so funny.
You feel something on on your leg for a second, a sharp thing. Oh, sorry, forgot the scepter.
My fucking god.
Will,
Yeah.
minus 1,000 DP from all those things because you have a lot of things.
I will accept this.
Because you would have had to have gotten all those things while you're here at the academy because you're not allowed to have outside help.
While I'm here,
While you're here?
also a lot of bird seeds.
1,500.
Awesome.
Boop.
There you go, perfect. You have as much bird seed and peanuts as you could ever need, except until later whenever you have way too much, and then I tell you to take off another 500 or something. But yeah,
I left some oats up there if the geese start knocking on the window. Night.
Cool. Good night.
Taliesin, as you look around, this is the room itself is large. It's a large room. It's not like the rooms you see in like actual like GX or anything. It is a decently large room. The only problem with it, obviously, is there's only one window on each side of the room. One that looks out from the door side, and one that looks out from the back side of the building. You're not on an edge room, so there's you don't have like a third side to look out from. And even if you did, you're mostly just gonna be looking out at trees. Look at all those trees. Trees are great. But as soon as he mentioned geese, you look out said window as you see perched upon some of the trees outside are a lot of animals. Probably because someone keeps feeding them.
Maybe I'll
How
challenge.
could this happen?
Maybe I'll challenge Gregor later to duel him for his room.
With that last thought in mind, and Benny immediately falling asleep, we will move over to Gregor. Gregor, you will find whenever you go inside that Samurai would have already changed into his new uniform. Looking in, you find that in the small amount of time that you have been outside chatting with Raku, that he has already unpacked some of the other things that he's gotten inside the boxes that have been put in here. You notice there are boxes first off. You also see that a new desk has been brought into here that they put beside of yours, and that it looks like they have already looked and began like trying to claim one of the two bunks. He is standing outside of them, sizing them both up, looking back to you. Good timing.
Sammy baby, I see you're already dressed for success.
Yeah, I assume that if I am going to go ahead and be like this, then I might as well choose one of these. I think it's obvious, since you're the lighter one, you should have the top.
Oh, so he's gonna let me have the top like that?
It
I
seems,
thought we were
it
gonna
seems
battle
like it's the
like
most
two
logical.
men. I don't know, he's gonna like, they do this in movies all the time, I guess.
What, do you want the bottom one then?
I mean, I'm happy to take the top one, alright, but now I'm feeling a little anticlimactic, you know? It's like, you know, when two guys, you know, they're standing in front of something they want, they gotta like fight for it.
And what am I gonna do with this pocket knife? Sweet.
Oh, dear God, no!
He like looks at you and then he's like, if we're gonna fight over it, I'll take the top one then.
Oh, so you're actually taking down on it? So you're actually taking down on it?
No, if you wanted to fight that badly, it doesn't really matter which one I take. Whichever one doesn't have us fight, I guess.
Oh, all right. I mean, if I don't mean to be pressing. I'm just trying to relate to you. No, you can take the bottom if you want. I have no problem with that.
Seems we talked in circles then.
I mean, I guess we did.
As he sits down on the bottom bunk. I'm not sure exactly everything they allowed me to keep from my dorm, but with everything that happened, I will unpack everything else tomorrow if that's fine with you.
If you wanna pack those out later, then that's up to you. You know, make yourself comfortable. It's a humble place, but it's not bad to sleep in. I mean, you came from Raw, right? You don't really get like a roommate or anything, I think.
Some of us had roommates. I didn't. When it comes to, how do I put it? Raw is one of the more, I guess, filled dorms out of everything. We don't have a lot of freshmen in Raw, but we do have a lot of second and third years. So I was expected to have the room all to myself until next year.
Well, it gives you more time to get a new room, I suppose.
I guess so.
You're gonna be going ahead and climbing up?
I think it's the same thing for you guys here, right? In Slifer, you don't get a lot of third years in Slifer, so there's a lot of first and second years.
Yeah, so far, I mean, don't take me as a learned seasoned veteran here. I'm living here like a week or so. Or like a couple of weeks. But, you know, it looks like it mostly just kind of cleans out from what I've heard. You know, generally, you know, you have some people who stay here, they climb up, and then it just kind of empties out like that. It's like natural selection or something.
You didn't look into things beforehand?
I guess I really didn't. Just kind of landed here myself.
I guess that carefree attitude is admirable.
In what ways? I mean, I just find it like it's easy to be me, I suppose. So I don't follow your thought. You're trying to thought here.
I was more meaning that if you're gonna have to be here, I guess not thinking about it too hard is good. You're
In what way?
planning on wanting to move up, aren't you?
I mean, it's nice for all of us to want to move up. It's the whole thing of the school, right?
I heard that
I'm not gonna
there
sit down and
are.
think it like a chump.
I heard that there are ways to shake up the hierarchy here. I mean, we had talked about it earlier as well, where right now the obelisks are the ones that are the top dogs on campus. But it also seems to me, especially upon seeing this dorm, that it's difficult to want to try to flip things over like what Kate had said. If you guys don't have a lot of upperclassmen, then it's gonna be hard for this dorm to even attempt to go to second or first place.
I mean, when you really think about it, it's all like kind of set up that way, even if not intentional, right? Like, I didn't want to correct the poor professor there, because he's clearly trying his best. But, you know, obviously, if you start have a bunch of first years in one dorm, the ones that spend more time here are gonna go better, right?
There's no real need to power up this place if you can just watch out for yourself and go up in another dorm yourself. Whenever I'm thinking back on it, it doesn't seem like it's very practical at all to want to try to put yourself out for the entire dorm, especially when there's no guarantee. I'm sure
There's
that
no
with
guarantee,
everything
I
that
suppose.
happened, I'm sure that with everything that happened in that other world, you'll be out of here pretty soon too.
Out of Slifer?
Yeah. From what I had heard, you all had dueled against that creature. I wasn't able to really see it from where I was at. But, I mean, if you were dueling against a dual monster, I assume that you're a good duelist.
Well, I wasn't dueling against a dual monster. That was Kate back there.
Oh.
She's real good.
I assumed that everybody was... Did you all just duel against people then?
Most of us just duel against the random people that were around. That girl you saw earlier, that was Taliesin, Papata. Yeah, they guys just kind of live there, I suppose. They're just little guys.
Well, I guess at the very least it makes sense. Even if you're a Slifer, you should be able to deal with anybody who wasn't at the school.
I mean, alright, I follow, but... Okay, alright, that's kind of like I'm gonna ask a question that I realize is stupid, but let's follow the train of thought here. What's wrong with Slifer?
That's not what I was meaning.
I don't mean it on like, I'm not trying to like accuse you or anything, like, oh, you did something bad. No. Sammy, I'm trying to follow the philosophical thought of this thing. I think they call it, I don't know, they call it debate or something.
I guess the best way that I can put it from things that I had looked up beforehand is that Slifers don't have the best, track record. Most people who are good in Slifer move up into Raw or move into Obelisk, and those who decide to stay don't usually make it into the pro circuit. I don't think I've ever heard of a single Slifer who would go on to be an actual duelist. Some of them, I think, work on the island whenever they're done. I heard that a couple have made their way into sector security, but I've never heard of a single Slifer graduate that has gone on to do any kind of pro work. That being said, what I was meaning was that there were exams to even get into Slifer, right? So
yeah, of course.
Even if you were in Slifer, of course you're not going to drop any duels to somebody who didn't even come into the school.
I mean, I suppose that being in a realm full of battle monsters would teach you something, though.
I guess, yeah. I didn't see any of your duels, so I didn't get the feeling from any of them. Were they powerful opponents?
They're pretty alright. I should have said mine. I burned myself for 5,000 damage.
What?
Oh yeah, well, I play a gamble deck. Let me just kind of looking for the cards. This one right here.
Oh
God,
see.
I'm looking for the card. Oh dear God, her ass is too powerful.
I see. That's remarkable that you won with a chance deck.
Well, you really think this card game is just really all about chance, right?
Yeah, barely any attack or defense power, but that is a powerful effect if you can utilize it well enough. That's amazing.
Well, I think it's alright.
It makes sense that you guys didn't drop any duels then.
I defend that we've got a pretty good set of duelists in here. I mean, you should have seen Benny. Allison, you know, he got a little bit of a rough time. To be fair, that goes kind of a 5-starter.
Taliesin lost?
Yeah, there's this girl over here that was over there.
Interesting. I assumed he was a good duelist.
Oh, of course he was. He fought till the sun don't come.
You see him look to his own duel disc and then kind of look back up. I mean, I guess I'm in a similar boat. All of our decks were taken from us, so I wonder how good I can even get back up soon.
You have to rebuild yours, right?
Yeah, I'll have to decide how best to do it. I have some backups, obviously, but I'll see what all I can do with them.
Oh, that got you a little worried? I mean, I suppose in a dueling school I'd be a bit worried if my deck is gonna poof out of the air, which happened.
I'm mostly just worried about what these monthly tests are gonna be like, especially knowing that we missed out on an entire week or so of school.
Oh yeah, that's gonna suck.
I wonder do we even know what day it is?
I mean, I suppose we can check. We live in a house. Do we have anything that can give us our date, a phone or a calendar? Or...
You make your way over to your desk. You do know that you have a small laptop that the school have provided for you guys. It does not seem to...
We are in 2400 BC and we still have Windows 99.
It is somewhat limited because they do have it to where you can't use any outside influence as far as money and things like that are concerned. So it is limited to the school area, the school website, as well as the different facilities that are there. But as you do make your way to it, there is obviously the basic things a laptop would give you, including a calendar. You do find that it is currently, from what you can tell, Friday night.
Well, right now it looks like it's Friday. I won't let you know what time of day it is.
Then I guess we'll have to wait and decide how classes are going to be until Monday.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to think, right? Get yourself lucky. It's enough time to at least assemble something.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to think about it. We'll be able to have the weekend to get our decks back in order. Either way, sorry that I'm going to be imposing for a little while, though I assume that both of us will most likely find our way out of here pretty soon.
Oh, I mean, we'll follow where the wind blows, right?
That being said, I think I will turn in for the night.
Oh, you sleep all right, Sammy? You don't snore, right?
Not to my knowledge. You?
Oh, we're about to find out then.
We're about to find out.
Down.
As you
Half
see
of the
him,
time I snore all the time.
as you see him move his way over toward the opposite edge of his bed, he looks off toward the wall. You look to your, you look up to your bunk. You look down to them. Is there anything you'd like to do before going to bed?
I mean, everything's cleared out here, and I have my deck.
Mhm.
I want to at least, I guess, look around, around that little apartment to see if I can knock out what feeling we had that make us stress-free, which makes me more stressed, which then washes off of the stress-free.
I will say you felt the presence a lot stronger when you were outside of your room. Do you want to leave the room really quick?
Yep.
You make your way outside of the dorm. As you do, you hear the door clicking on your way out, like click click. As it shuts, you look up and down the hall. Roll me for another, we'll say not willpower this time. We'll say roll me for instinct.
All right, baby. We're gonna put a single 7s. If we send something, we send something. I got a 7. Got a 6.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number, instead of 7, though, I got -1s and 6.
You do find as you step out and begin to look around, even though you still feel that sort of warm, familiar feeling, that sort of comfortable feeling from everywhere, you're not sure you can pinpoint it from where you're at. That being said, you do look out from the dorms, looking back toward the road and off into the forest. You do find that there is a rather comfortable atmosphere about things right now. Things are less turbulent than they were since going into the weird desert.
Somewhere in what, like in the general area, or looking at the forest to feel more calm? I mean, I guess it's nature.
Just nature, man. Nature's so good, you know? So it's such nature.
I need to
Wow.
find Benny.
And you hope Benny was joking about the bears and coyotes.
I sure hope so. That would be fucked up. And
You're decently sure that at the school there are no bears and coyotes. There have been warnings about monkeys, though. Who knows?
It's a little legend. They
Or
say that like 100 years ago, this school was training monkeys that use dual discs. They still roaming free to this day.
As you
I need to
guys,
find-
as you would look out and about, there doesn't appear to be anything that catches your eye, though.
I need backup. I need to find Benny.
You make your way over to Benny and Talison's room. As you do, you give a little knock. From what I had heard from the Benny Talison experience, Benny was asleep.
Super asleep. That guy went Mimi real fast.
I'm not
should
sure
I
about
roll?
Talison. Talison, I'm gonna have Talison roll. Talison, we're gonna see if you got to sleep or not. Roll me
Sure.
for your resilience, please.
Sure. Is higher better or lower better? I don't know.
We'll see, man. You have a fleeting, is all I know.
2.
Emerald, I'm
fleeting.
gonna text you something in private.
All right, text something in private. Should I wait for the roll
No,
to
just
die?
go ahead and
or-
go down.
Okay. First roll was a 2, second was a 3. It's funny as shit.
I'm going to assume you're
Okay.
asleep.
No, do that.
Did you get whatever he sent you?
Yeah, I got whatever he sent me. Am I not awake at all?
You are asleep with a 2 and a 3.
Okay.
Because technically
that
that is a 1 or a 2 for you because you have a -1.
I do have a -1.
there was a lot of things that happened today, and you guys went immediately to bed. As you knock on Benny's door, you hear the sound of 2 people snoring on the inside.
Damn, these are light sleepers.
Well, the heavy
I'm running out of options. I gotta put my coat over my head and go near the girls' room to see if I can find Kate.
There are 5 different rooms past the thing here. Roll me for your we will say roll me for your experience to see if you noticed which one that Kate went into.
All right, come on, buddy.
11.
Was it 11? I'll say yeah. You know that Caitlin is at the very end.
All right, let's go over there and knock, baby.
Caitlin, you spend a little bit of time. Cleaning up, and before laying down. So I'll assume by the time Gregor goes and knocks, you are still awake.
She'll make her way to the door.
There you go. You find a little Gregor outside your room.
Closes door.
Hey, come on.
Opens door again. You know it's late. What do you need?
I know it's late. I'm not. You think I would be here just for anything?
Yes.
All right. But, I mean, you're right, but that's not what I'm trying to say. You felt like, by any chance, when you were walking here, some sort of like calming feeling or something, like a weird calming feeling?
No, I'm surrounded by nature.
So it's not affecting you.
Please explain what's going on.
Well, I
Something
don't know.
making
I
things
just,
calm.
yeah, I don't really know. I got this kind of feeling. Well, we're coming up from talking to that girl, by the way. Still a 10 out of 10. When we walk over past this area, and the kind of have this like weird calming feeling, which isn't really normal because this is Lapping Room. It's mostly like constant anxiety up to like 3% here. And
how badly do you want to find out what this is?
extremely.
Give me a second. She'll sit down and begin to meditate. I guess I'm using High Priestess.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the thing I texted Emerald privately was what I wanted was when you were knocking on the window, Taliesin opening the window, not looking, and just dumping oats on your head, then closing the window.
I'm going to have you ask your question, and depending on what your question is, I will give you an answer.
That is completely fair.
You obviously, by the way, do not know that this is going to work in character. I'm not just going to be like, oh, I meditated, so I know the answer now.
That'd be really funny if it was just like, hey, you want to come check it out? And you're like, yeah, give me a minute. Sits down on the floor for like 15 minutes.
She's just like, maybe meditating on it will help. That's it. But I mean, maybe attempting to fall asleep so Gregor won't talk to me might help. The question will be, because what is this wouldn't be helpful. Where's this feeling coming from might be helpful. Where's the feeling?
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Anyway, where is the feeling Gregor is having most concentrated at? Would be the best question I can come up with at this moment.
Okay. We will say then, for the sake of staying within a character of the game, that you and Gregor would be going outside. You would walk yourselves up and down the area, using Gregor as maybe like a little dowsing rod. But as you were going about things, Kate, go ahead and roll me for your willpower, please.
Yes. Willpower. I do not have that.
Simply will it. Will it?
Let me just, we don't have any special dice. Anyway, let's do the roll. Rolling. 13.
13's pretty good. As you look about the area and as you get down to the area that Gregor had first felt it, you both look out trying to figure out exactly what's going down. You do find that as you were doing so, that there is a bit of a feeling that does seem to resonate with you. You kind of feel what Gregor is feeling now. You're like, okay, maybe there is something to what this guy's saying. By the time the two of you make your way back up, you feel like whatever that feeling is just sort of out and about in the air until you get back into the girls' side of the dorms and you feel it stronger. The both of you feel like whatever this is, it is seemingly coming from the girls' side.
Well, something on this side. No, not
Looks like the
specific
spiritual
somewhere.
mumbo jumbo really respects women, huh?
Oh, you sound disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I believe in the same thing.
Well, that solves part of our question. It's not like we can go through every single one of the domes. Unless you
no,
go...
so we can't.
I'm saying we can't.
All right. I suppose it's kind of like a we can but we shouldn't kind of situation, but alright, I suppose. Oh, you have a roommate, by the way?
She's not here yet.
It's nighttime. What's she gonna be doing?
I don't know, partying.
Partying where? You're in Slapper.
Yeah, you can find somewhere to party. You can.
If you're
always find
partying, you're absolutely smoking something in the woods this time of night.
Oh, maybe that's what the feeling is.
Maybe it's weed.
Maybe it's just a second-hand high.
Maybe it's cannabis.
just smoking with bears and coyotes.
There's no
And
bears
then
and
it's-
coyotes.
So this isn't Canada.
Well, we can try and search a bit more, or we can let this go.
Alright.
No. We'll search a bit more, then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then you're not gonna.
No,
bother
you
me
can
too.
wait for your roommate or something. I'll go and have a beautiful dream surrounded by beautiful women and men if they would like to as well.
I did not need.
Where did I go? Oh no!
Looks like you
I
fell
did
over
not-
right here.
Oh shit, the stairs!
Luckily, there
I
are
did not
guardrails.
I did not need to know that part, but.
As
I
Gregor makes their way back over, you watch them as they run down the hall toward the male side again.
She'll look at him walking away and then go, "Shit, he made me curious." Okay, 5 more minutes of searching, then I'll just go away.
Caitlin,
Yes.
roll me for your willpower one more time, please.
Yes, will do. I can't turn my fate card into guidance tokens, can I?
You can.
Yeah. How
You
many?
can.
You get
I
4.
forget. I will take the 4.
Let me get the tokens wherever I placed them before. They exist, probably.
Somewhere.
Maybe.
I know that they do.
Oh, there's one here.
Where?
Here you go.
Where? There it is.
I just got it.
Good.
There you go.
I knew it. That's where I left it, so it could be used.
Yep.
There you go. Those should be yours on your side.
Cool. I'll grab them. My woman tokens.
Woman tokens. You also have one fleeting.
Woman tokens.
Thank you. I'll use 1 woman token and the fleeting.
You have 2 fleetings.
Thank you.
13,
13. Second roll.
18,
Third roll.
14.
And then last roll. 18 was my highest.
2, and roll me resilience, please.
Resilience. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my woman token.
All right.
First roll. 18. Second roll. 6. So on that twig.
Caitlin.
Mhm.
On that 20.
Yes.
Damn.
How?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking strength for some reason. 18. Just double 18s.
I'm like, wait, what?
Perfect math.
What, you're over here
I
using
can
girl math?
Hey, girl math works. It gives me bigger numbers.
So, fun things going to happen. And by fun, I mean, don't think about it too much. Kate, let me switch over to something else real quick. Let me switch over to, we'll go to this. No, we'll go to this. That's fine. Throughout the night, you go out and search one more time and you go back to your room. You are completely exhausted by the time this happens. You have done some duels, you use some spiritual powers, things of that nature. You don't know where this is coming from, but you do feel whatever it is stronger the more you're in the girls' side of the area. You can't just start going through all the girls' things. There are 3 floors of 5 rooms each, and you don't want to get on the bad side of every single girl in your dorm. Seems like it'd be counterproductive to your
Yes.
plots.
Yes. The great harem plan, I know.
The great harem plan being what it is. As you get back into the main area, you get yourself ready for bed. You lay on the bottom bunk since that was the one that was cleared off for you. As you do, you find, upon resting, it's difficult to get to sleep. At least to stay to sleep. After a little bit of time, who knows how long, it feels like hours, you hear some kind of a sound outside. Was it the geese that they keep warning you about? Was it something else? I don't know. You wake up briefly and then you close your eyes again. You're not used to the soundproofing being what it is. You're not used to being this close to nature. You close your eyes and you drift off into an uneasy sleep for the second time. You then hear some kind of a noise from down below. The second years that are in the room below you seem to have either just gotten home or done something because you heard a door slam or something. At the same time, you open your eyes, you notice it, you go drift off into a sleep again. It's starting to get old. You're like, fucking stop, leave me alone. Fucking let me sleep. Finally, a third time this happens. However, you hear the door to your own room open. As it does, you're just like, fuck it, I will introduce myself tomorrow. I'm just going to sleep. I don't want to. Blah. You find,
I don't care.
You find that there is a person stepping in. The door closes. That is not the correct music for this.
That's not right.
Hold on.
The
Go
sitcom
back.
entrance music.
You find, after a couple of minutes, they seem to move over to you, and you feel the presence of somebody behind you. As you do, you sit there for a second, like, are they looking at me? Are they gonna jump into the top bunk? What's going down? What's happening? Just leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep, please. You feel hands going on your shoulder as they seem to turn you, and you're like, okay, they're probably just trying to find out who's in the room. They're just fine, whatever. You have your eyes closed. You're like, no, I'm asleep. It's fine.
I'm so sleeping.
Just leave me alone. I'm so fucking tired.
I'm built like a rock.
You hear a voice. Well, I didn't expect this, but it's about time they started treating me like they should. You feel a knuckle, a finger, sort of trailing down your cheek.
Okay, at this one I'm opening my eyes.
As you open your eyes, staring up at this person, they have a somewhat shocked look on their face before it is taken away from them. You see, standing over you, what appears to be a woman with white hair. As they look down at you with a bit of a shock before giving a smirk. So you were pretending. guess that
so
makes
why
things a
would-
lot easier.
Please explain why you're straddling me.
Straddling? That wasn't going to happen quite yet. Why are you in my bed?
Why would you put your junk on your own bed? I mean, why would you clear out this bed if you knew I was coming?
No, I'm more meaning, shouldn't you have been... I mean, we are late, but shouldn't you have been waiting to welcome me?
In what way?
Well, in whatever way it is that pleases you, or whatever way it is that pleases me, I assume. I don't want to tell you how to do your job.
My job.
They look at you for a moment. Oh, you weren't sent here for me. You're my new roommate. Right,
Yes.
right. Never mind. I thought that they had, it doesn't make it makes sense. And they wouldn't
You
even.
woke me up. You started this. You're finishing this.
I'm not finishing. I don't think that I need to work. How are you? They seem to they bring their hand down. They put their knuckle on your cheek again. They're just like, how are you? Are you sleepy? I'm sorry.
I am still sleepy.
Oh, you should go to bed.
Yeah, and you're joining me.
Oh, so you on the second bunk, right?
Girl, it's your fucking Gregor. Atta girl.
No, on this bunk. I'm uncomfortable now. You're gonna make me comfortable, cutie.
You're telling me what to do?
Yeah, you're telling me what to do as well.
That is how things are supposed to be. I do not take orders.
How come, princess?
Exactly that.
Well, you're actually royalty.
Royalty? No. But they seem to look up to the ceiling and sort of stretch a bit. I am not one to have fun for the sake of others, if that makes sense.
Fine, I'll just do all the work.
What's your name?
Caitlin, you?
Well, Caitlin.
Oh, sorry, full introduction. Caitlin Malagario.
Caitlin Malagario. Well, Kate. Can I call you Kate?
Sure, I doubt you're gonna call me anything else.
Kate will be what I call you, yes. Well, Kate, we'll talk about that later. I'm very sleepy, and I did not expect to have to explain myself this late at night. I will give you a bit of warning, though. This is around the time I will make my way back every night, so do not worry or wait up for me.
That's fine, though, if you start
you
doing
clean?
this again. Yes.
You don't have to do that. I have someone for that.
That someone wasn't there right then.
Well, yeah, I don't have them do it every day.
Yeah, well, I'm your roommate and I like a clean room.
Well, then good job. You're gonna get one. Don't worry about it. If you clean, then what am I gonna have them do?
Nothing.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. I pay them for it, so I don't want to pay them for nothing.
You can fire them then.
Kind of hard to do, actually. But we can talk more about that later. You are
Okay.
just getting so angry.
Frustrated. Malding, maybe. A little.
I get that.
Yeah. Before I, pop a little blood vessel, what was your name? Your name.
You came here without knowing that.
Yes, I've been really unfortunate, and trust me, if I knew you were here straight away, trust me, we would have had a lot more fun.
So cold. What are you doing, Chione?
Chiane?
Sorry, that is Ice Queen.
I mean, it's accurate. Fine, Gianni is fine. Gianni's fine. You already gave me a pet name. Oh my goodness.
I am Bassa.
Bassa.
That being
Okay,
said,
then.
I'm going to turn in.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night and try to work out whatever those frustrations are on your own.
I mean, half of those frustrations are because of you.
Makes sense. I do that to people.
Yeah.
They lift their arms up and pull themselves up onto the top bunk.
Okay, well, you have a good night, and before I go to sleep, have you had a weird feeling while coming in here at one point?
Weird feeling?
Feeling of warmth or, you know, welcomeness?
Oh, those are the scales. Don't worry about those.
You can't just... I'm not going to worry about those, actually. I'm just not going to. Thank you for letting me know.
No
If
problem.
you see
It's almost like
if
I
you-
had to let you know because you used a card.
What the fuck is going on?
We won't talk about that.
Okay, this faker is a lot of work. Yeah, you found out, but also you fumbled in a fucking baddie, dude. You gotta let go.
Fumble.
You fumbled.
I don't know
I
the
don't think
fumble.
I
I don't
fumbled.
understand.
She already gave me a nickname.
All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even sure if I said it right. I'm gonna be honest with you. But, you know, Chione.
Chiani, it's fine. Let me put Chiani in brackets.
Apparently Greek.
Greek?
Apparently.
Yeah, she's just like my parents anyway.
But it's also a person that we'll talk about it later. It has
Yeah.
Egyptian roots and blah blah blah. Don't worry about it. As they lay down on the top bunk, you hear the sound of the mattress getting condensed on itself for a momo. At this point, you are wide awake again. Someone tried to touch your face several times. Looked like they were fucking gonna pet you while you were asleep, and you're like, damn it, fucking what? As this happens, do you want to go back to sleep?
You know, she's gonna step outside, find Gregor's room.
You have watched Gregor go back to his room before, so you would know he's at the very opposite end.
Knock on the door.
Gregor, roll me resilience.
I'm gonna put at least one of these dice just because
You have a fleeting
Gregor
as well.
would never sleep on women.
You have a fleeting as well.
Oh god, my mouse. Oh god, my mouse. Alright, there you go. Listen, when a woman comes knocking, you never say no, alright? Okay, so 6 and 1. And then we roll for the fleeting. 6. The future refused to change. I can give
The
you
future
a 9.
refuse. With a 9, I would say. I'd say it's enough. I'd say you would be asleep, but you would be able to hear. Someone is knocking.
Alright, he's gonna go open the door.
You see Kate.
You see a very
Closed door.
grumpy looking
I'm playing.
Kate.
Okay, baby, what you doing around here?
Hey, solve the mystery. It's the scales.
This-
Bye.
And then she closed the door on me.
Did you close the door on Gregor? Okay.
Yes.
You like reach out and close. Gregor, Kate likes closing doors on you, apparently.
I found that out. I guess she's into that kind of thing. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but
I
that
don't even
answered
think
no
about this anymore.
questions.
Don't you think about this anymore? Hey, just go to sleep.
You make your way back to your room. You do find that as you do, there is a very light, very soft sound of sleep coming from your room. It does seem like that they have some amount of snoring, but not like anything obtrusive, very light.
Did she tuck herself into bed as well?
Yep, seems like they are all tucked in.
Okay, good.
They
Don't need to
look
become
like
her
they're
maid.
sleeping without a single fucking care in the world.
Unbothered.
Beautiful. Fantastic. So I'm gonna go to my bed and then realize it's 6 a.m. or something.
Real. It's like 4 a.m.
You find that you go to bed. You have put an alarm in for being early. I will assume that that alarm goes off after another 2 hours or so. So you get like 2 hours of sleep. Do you want to try to sleep more?
She needs to get her exercise in.
We are in early morning then. Early morning territory, my boys.
Oh shit. We
That's
have
way too much.
survived one
That's
day.
green.
Oh shit.
Oh
it's
man, that's a
green.
UK early morning.
As we are in early morning, you would bring yourself out. Benny, you would also have an alarm go off since you usually feed the animals around this time.
Ah,
Taliesin, Benny has an alarm and you are very upset about this. I'm playing.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
But no, Taliesin, you and Benny went to bed relatively early, so whenever Benny's alarm goes off, you don't feel that bad about it, but it's up to you how you want to play it.
He's more annoyed than anything. He doesn't even know what the fucking day it is. He's like, well, it's perfect because now you can find out if he's gonna be late for class or not.
Benny, do you want to get your seed?
also, the equivalent of Linkin Park was the alarm noise.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, I was wrong.
Crawling in my deck.
These cards, they will not draw.
Oh, of course.
You just hear beating from the other side as fucking Samurai's like, nah.
Good morning, James.
Gregor, you heard you hear this. You're just like used to it at this point, but Sam is already beating on the wall like, turn it down.
The best thing you can do, Sammy, is you lay back and count to 5.
Opens
Like
the
that.
window.
It's like Nate Chap. You get.
Allison will get up and turn off the fucking alarm immediately. He's like, no. He nearly falls out the bed because he forgot he was on the top bunk, but he catches himself.
As the 5 of you are now currently awake, Caitlin, you would get around to the middle of the area. You would hear some commotion from further down toward the boys' side, but you would go off for your exercising.
Yes.
Are
You
the
just hear in
geese
the
awake?
background the Linkin Park music.
What exactly is your exercising going to be?
It's gonna be a light jog. I'm pretty sure there's no gym around here, correct?
Nope.
Cool.
There would
So,
have been a
light-
gym near the obelisk dorm, but it would have been
Yes.
inside the obelisk dorm.
Yeah. So light jog, and then the outside can be a gym. So some Pilates in like the more grassy areas.
Okay, you definitely can do that. Like I said, around the actual dorm, there isn't just trees. There are some clearings around the actual area, so you can definitely go ahead and do stuff like that. As you are out doing that, with you saying that, Gregor, as he beats there, you hear the alarm go off, which you never hear, Gregor. It's like, whoa, the alarm he actually listened and turned the alarm off.
It's crazy. Usually this keeps playing.
As Taliesin, you get down onto the bottom, you turn off the alarm, you look back at Benny, who's getting his stuff ready to feed the animals.
Yep, he looks up whenever the time of
Right,
day and the
let's
date
see.
is.
Okay,
It's
geese, birds, squirrels.
It's like 6 a.m.
Okay.
It's like 6 a.m. It's like 6:30.
6 a.m. is Saturday.
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Okay, cool.
If-
No classes.
If we have any rats, I'll feed them this. All right, we're good.
If you have any special things to do on Saturday, that's Saturday morning.
Saturday.
All right, the alligators.
He will in
Florida
fact
alligators,
change
they
into
only
his
come here
new.
once a year.
Taliesin will just change into his new uniform. Just like, fuck, man, I gotta wear the red. At least red looks good on me.
Well, here's the thing. You technically don't have to be in your uniform today if you want to go back to your...
My God, yeah.
The swag is back.
And here's
swag
the
is
thing.
back.
It's
Yeah.
Saturday. None of you guys have to be in your uniforms
Yeah.
today. We just wanted to see them is all.
Fuck yeah.
But yes,
now, Sam,
you're gonna
imagine
make...
that happens at the second alarm plays in 15 minutes. He's gonna forget. He has 2 in case he forgets the first one, so give it like 50 minutes and you'll hear
I'm
it
gonna
again.
go out there and tell him to turn it off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Taliesin. I think I heard knocking last night. Did you feed the geese?
No. I did not hear knocking.
You see the squirrel face palm as you say you didn't feed the geese.
Here they
I-
come.
That's not my. Listen here, you little shit. That's not my
I'm
job.
sorry, did someone say you didn't feed the geese?
I don't care about your stupid geese problem.
Gregor has
Yeah,
made
but
their
you
way
should
out.
care. You're now part of the geese problem.
Gregor
Haven't
has
you
made their
seen-
way out and is looking into Benny's room as you have the door open, ready to leave. Taliesin.
Actually,
By the way,
Yeah,
that's
when-
Allie.
You're next door.
Actually-
Fuck.
Red Cod, can Gregor have their own little baggie of oats?
It's fine. You can have it back.
Like they have a baggie of oats because they've been through this.
You just get on your first day here. You like went by to all the guys on your side and like, here's a baggie of oats. Here's a baggie of oats. Here's a baggie of oats.
They gave us a lot of votes, I'm gonna be honest with you.
We got sponsored by Quakers.
Why?
If you're
Why-
awake, can you please turn off your second alarm? I'm going to go back to sleep.
I'll do that. Oh.
Okay, thank you. Samurai goes back into Gregor's room.
He turns off the other alarm and makes sure there's no other alarms to turn off.
No, the next ones are around midday.
Aw.
Benny, he's changing your alarms.
He's just turning them off because it's like a simple on-off thing. He didn't ruin the alarms.
Benny is
They're
ruining
ruined
them.
forever, Benny.
No, I know they can't change the alarm because I put a passcode on it. Not to turn it off, because that would be the worst.
Taliesin, you look to the computer as you go to turn things off. You like kind of watch at it. You place in 1, 2, 3, 4, and the computer opens.
How'd you know?
I'm a wizard.
You actually just look at his shirt and it says, "Don't put me in attack mode." Oh, that actually worked.
You're just like, the password's 7 letters. Attack mode.
Shit.
I'm a genius. I
I need
can
it.
figure things out pretty
I
quickly.
need a new shirt with a new password.
They don't get a shirt with a passcode if you can passcode.
Kate, you're outside, like doing a little jog around the building as you're just every now and then when you get to the boys' side, you hear arguing.
Ugh, man.
I got a new shirt. It's not Homestuck. Types Homestuck. Damn it!
Anyway, you have a good time. I'll unpack my shit later. It's not taking up too much space.
You look back, Benny, as you see all of the boxes of shit that is taking up space in your room.
Can you
None
Can
of
you
this
move
is
them
seed.
can you move that slightly? I like that corner.
All right. He'll put his shit on his bed. He'll put the boxes on the bed for now. On the top bunk.
I don't think that's a permanent solution. You should probably put them in a place that you'll permanently put them so I'm prepared for it.
Fine. I guess I'll unpack now.
I am so happy that I decided you two were going to be staying together.
I love this so much.
I wanted to put.
No,
I wanted to give you guys the worst roommates.
No, I'm not saying you should unpack. I just want to know where the box is going to be.
Probably folded up in. Do we even have a closet to put shit in? Do we have our? What do we even have in these rooms?
We had a closet.
Could you guys please shut up? You're ruining my jog.
Jog somewhere else.
You just tell get over here. You're ruining my
Hey,
jog.
what are
You
you doing
guys
the
suck.
jog? Can you grab this bag of oats for a minute? We need to feed the geese.
I'm not feeding no geese.
I'm not saying feed them geese. I'm saying feed the geese.
I'm not feeding the geese.
I mean, if you're running around, they might catch you.
You just hear someone from the bottom floor. Oh my God! No one cares about the geese.
Exactly, this guy gets it.
That's what they all say until they fucking get you. This is a public service announcement.
God,
Maybe I should-
freshman.
Maybe I should join Sector Security. They don't have to deal with this shit.
I am sector security.
We're gonna have our own a new freshman killer. It's gonna be great.
So,
I'm
like,
glad that we like together are like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 most insufferable people. And it's like,
no, Sam's fine. He's not insufferable. Unless you mean the squirrel. In which case, yes, 5.
Hey, the squirrel is chilling. Right now, they're taking the entire closet space by moving all this stuff there.
Eventually, you guys gather yourselves. Taliesin, you would get your things out into a decent manner. You were able to find a good spot for everything. You do find that in one of the boxes, they have given you a what seems to be one of those standing clothes racks, so that you can at least hang up your clothes, hang up your uniforms and whatnot. So you put
That's
that
good.
beside of the bed, near where you see Benny has one as well, off in the corner. As you get everything sort of tackled, taken care of, you also find Gregor, that after a little bit of time, you do look in. Sam does not appear to have gone back to bed. He does seem like he is also unpacking his things and doing the same thing. You and Benny, knowing the geese problem, would leave eventually to go and take care of them, to sate them, to stop them from taking everything over. You guys would note upon getting down there that Caitlin is off to the side of the area, just seemingly doing some exercises to get themselves ready for the day. By the time all of this is said and done, the three of you would make your way back after feeding animals and doing exercise. At which point Taliesin and Sam would be done with what they're doing. Taliesin, you would make your way out. The four of you are now around each other once more. The geese have been sated for one more day.
for one more day.
I hate this place. I genuinely
I do too.
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, again,
wanna
nature's
be here
actually kind of
anymore.
nice.
I hate nature.
Okay, I guess this place kind of sucks.
I literally
we-
played the ice fucking tundra.
I mean, it's still
Listen.
nature.
It's dead
Listen,
nature. It's another desert.
Listen, crows, they do not speak for us. We like you.
You just hear coming from Gregor's room, we have crows?
Of course we have crows.
I mean, we could train them
So much.
to go away, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, they didn't really come over yet. Then we had to start feeding them, and then they actually came over. And now we have to constantly fight the battle of stopping from them not coming over to get more food from here.
Hey, with crows, they'll remember. They always remember.
Oh yeah, I read that one.
Which is a true fact.
Yeah, that one story about how that dude trained crows to fight another gang of crows. It was a pretty wild story.
I was talking about the ones with the where the crows were taught that masked people were assholes, and it wasn't just the crows that were trained with this. Like, crows that were not involved with the experiment got in on this. They all learned.
Incredible.
As you guys are looking forward, as you guys are talking about crows for a second, Kate, you look like you take a step towards your room. However, you hear, "Hey, Kate," or "Shiona," or whatever. You see behind you, off in the section there, what appears to be at the bottom of the stairs, you see the woman from before.
Hey, princess.
Hey, close the door or window or whatever.
Princess?
Why didn't you?
Because I just leapt through it.
And where you going?
Out.
Where?
Bye.
Bye.
She'll close the door and just be like, "No, she has too many questions I need answering." And stop
Caitlin,
trying to
baby,
follow.
princess, on your first day back from weird timeline era.
Oh, please shut up.
Aw, come on, can I congratulate someone on a good win?
Listen, whatever you think it's like, it's probably exactly like that. Enjoy the thought.
Excellent.
I'm such a great friend, I know.
Oh, fuck.
Kate, as you were saying that, and as you look out after them, you see that you, for a moment, think about, again, going after them, walking after them. You see, coming out from the bottom of the area, you see what appears to be another person stepping out from the area. They seem to go and meet with them. You see, coming from the third year dorms. Bloop. As a person walks out, they seem to go and meet with seem to go off and meet with Bassa. As they do, they watch as they come. It looks like they do seem to wait for them. However, before they even seem to meet up with them, they do turn to walk as if they expect them to walk with them. As this person just starts walking, going off with them down the road.
So it's exactly like I thought it was.
Yeah, probably.
Didn't know you had an item.
At this point, I think she thinks I'm her item.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Anyway, she's apparently really important. Shrug.
She's important. She's sitting in this life, huh?
I mean, just because you're important doesn't mean you're a good duelist.
Really important or just self-important?
I mean, I did call her princess, and like she's technically something like that. I was tired, really tired. She knows about spiritual stuff apparently.
Yeah,
so...
I was gonna ask you. You came in here and told me something about scales and left. I don't. What was that about?
Or something.
What are the scales? Like dragon scales? Like
I didn't ask her.
Cool.
Dragon scales.
I feel like there's a really easy joke that I could make here, but we don't live in the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh! We can't do it. Something about pendulums.
Listen, that's not gonna happen for another 1,000 years. They keep on trying to bring it in. It's not gonna be a thing. Anyway,
So, yeah.
what do you guys have planned for today?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I didn't exactly have a plan until we all got kind of kidnapped by a weird goblin thing.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go speak to the Chancellor.
What for?
Well, even though we all have a way to get back up into our own dorms, I still want to understand and figure out exactly what kind of consequences are going to come from what happened.
We did miss out on a week of school, and we kind of lost a shipment of cards. But I think the professor doesn't mind that anymore.
I was thinking of getting some books and studying in the forest.
I'm just wanting to make sure that whatever happened isn't something that is going to impede us going forward on our records or whatever.
That's a good idea, Sam.
I guess it would be good too. Like, then several of you guys' decks, like Baboosh, are gone, and there's not exactly a card shop to go in right now.
Well, it has been a while since we left, so maybe there is a card shop now.
Well, I think I want to go see the principal as well. I think Nadia was right. Well, had the
Speaking
right
of naughty,
idea.
I wasn't supposed to be in this door. Did she actually like succeed at saying something? Because I didn't see her last time we were looking.
I haven't seen her either.
Why were you looking?
I was looking to find out where the weird feeling was coming around here. There's some kind of weird common feeling, which is apparently something called the scales. I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, is that why you're mentioning scales?
Yeah, this is what okay, I guess I didn't explain. I went to your room and dog. You guys were fast asleep.
Were you the goose?
It sounds like he
hope
was the
not.
goose.
I almost put goats in your face. Oh, oats in your face.
I'm glad you didn't. That would make me some kind of goose food.
And thus a new attack was born. In the middle of a duel, you throw oats at the opponent and swarm them with
Oats.
geese.
Geese
You
summoner.
get a new skill card just show up in your head. In times of need, you can summon geese to aid you in battle.
It's like that one fucking attack in Like a Dragon where the homeless guy throws birdseed on the opponent and pigeons come and kill them.
Yeah, I think talking to the principal and seeing what's up is probably a good idea, but probably doesn't need all of us, right?
I don't know. We may as well all go. That way, you know, we all don't have to share information bit by bit with each other.
Fair enough, though if I hear one more word about geese, I'm leaving.
Same.
Bad news for you, girl. We can't exactly leave the geese.
They're not coming with us.
I hope not.
Okay, we'll start walking.
I hope not.
We could just call
They
someone to take
reminds me
care
of-
of them.
As you
They
guys
remind me of when you first came to the dorm.
As you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
start to make
memories.
your way out, you guys would note, until you guys leave the forested area, you guys do look back occasionally, and there are geese following after you.
I told you. I don't like to brag, but I
Eye
do like to
contact.
brag.
Eye contact.
Okay, you look back as you see a swarm of no less than at least 12 geese following after you guys.
I recognize you.
No.
Are-
Just remember,
are you
just
tr-
keep your head forward. Don't look at them. That incites them to attack. You have to just keep looking forward. Don't make eye contact.
I hate this so much. I hate this so
I
much.
hate this so much.
You gotta puff
I'm
your
gonna
chest
call an
out. You gotta make yourself look
exterminator.
big.
I'll call Wildlife Sanctuary to get these things out of here. I don't know and I don't care. I'm gonna get someone
I
to
mean,
take
honestly,
care of
you
me.
got like a big fluffy coat. You look like kind of like king geese. Maybe they don't want to touch you because of that.
This is fur, not feathers.
I mean, they don't know that.
You guys would make your way out though. By the time you guys get to the break in the forest, you guys would find the geese do not follow beyond the woods.
Beyond their realms.
At least today they did not follow. As you guys walk, you guys start making your way toward the main building. Get out of here, guard Gardner. There is a building here. It's large and it's a large tall building. As you guys would go around to the front, you guys would step your way in. This building here, you guys have all been here before. There is some kind of a almost inner stadium kind of area. The middle circle here has a bit of a roof to it that shields a bunch of stands as people would watch what appears to be a good sized turbo duel area. You're not sure when this is ever used, but it is a rather large area that there does seem to be some duels and things happening in the course of things. Going into the main building, you guys are met with a couple of dual proctors as you explain to them that you wish to see the Chancellor. You guys know that it's probably like fine. He definitely doesn't have anything to do. It's a Saturday. He's probably here. The proctors, to all of your surprise, just sort of let you guys go straight up. They're gonna call them. There's no making an appointment. You guys are just shown over to where the elevator is and told where to go, the very top floor.
All right.
As you guys get up toward the top, you guys are let out from the elevator. You guys were told that there is only one area to go here. You have to make your way around. You guys, for example, are let out on this side. The door to the Chancellor's office is on this side. So you guys go walking around the area at the top of this large building that seems to have, again, like almost like a pyramid-like structure on the top of it. You guys can see out throughout the rest of the area. You guys can see out throughout the rest of the things here, showing that there are windows basically all around. You can see the rest of the entirety of this place, including, again, another nice view of the Turbo Duel Arena down below. As you go all the way around and head over toward the door, there is a set of double doors that show themselves into the main Chancellor's office.
This feels a little too easy, doesn't it?
I mean,
What
still,
do
I
you
mean, I guess
mean?
we could just ask the school. I mean, he's real open today.
Maybe.
Why would it be difficult?
Well, I mean, this is the Chancellor of the entire academy. Shouldn't he have other things to do? It's 7 a.m.
Well, I guess he's feeling real charitable today, I suppose. Why don't we go in there and find out?
Well, we were missing for a week, so I think we would probably be higher priority.
Yeah, but we didn't tell them that at the bottom. We just are students. I'm the only one even wearing a uniform.
Yeah, that means we're expected. Oh, he just doesn't care, and he's a very open chancellor.
I guess.
No more lollygagging. Let's get this over with.
You guys go over to the door. The door appears to be unlocked and readily opened.
She'll knock first.
It was a... Oh, okay.
As you knock on the door, after about, we'll say 10 to 20 seconds, you do hear, "Oh yes, come in, please."
Opens door.
You step inside. You see what appears to be at the very front of the area, what appear to be two dual proctors. They look toward all of you. They seem to step out from the inside, a male and a female dual proctor. You look farther in on the opposite side of where you guys are at. There appears to be a large desk. Does not show a person standing over at it. However, you do find, as you look over toward the walls of this area, you see windows looking out from where the walls would be. These windows show the outside around, almost as if, again, looking out at the academy, but that shouldn't be the case. If there were windows here, they should look out toward the hall you guys just came from. But instead, it seems to be looking from around the area as if he has his own penthouse looking around at everything. Other things in the area, there appear to be two large U-shaped couches off on the edges of each of these things that appear to have their own large tables, seemingly large enough to duel on if you guys ever wanted to go analog. And the Chancellor themselves seem to be over by what appear to be a large coffee machine that is off on the side. This small little kitchenette that is off in one of the corners of this place. You find this person. I'm just gonna get us a little square here, a little square area, so we can have some visual of what's going down. Blah 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 blah. Perfect. Little square, get us a square. We got some squares going down. You little squares, we did it. Squares.
Ah, the square hole, it strikes back.
Oh God.
I tried moving them. Someone else also tried moving at the same time. Hey! Yeah! I put this in! Hold on!
I'm hearing
Jam it up! It's time!
Yeah.
I randomly put judgment in this area. I thought I put it in the dual playlist, but it isn't in the dual playlist. It's in the regular playlist.
Does anyone hear some bomb ass music playing right now?
Oh, sorry, that's my second alarm.
That was supposed to be in the Battle Rights playlist, not in the regular Yu-Gi-Oh playlist. Let's go! Alright, I'm gonna turn off judgment even though I don't want to. Wait, we have to wait. We're breaking the law!
Breaking the wall.
Okay, we're changing it.
Okay, I'm gonna say walking into the proctor's office without music was not the best thing we can do.
We're breaking the law. How do I remove from the playlist? There we go. Perfect. All right. That was supposed to be in the battle rights playlist.
That's hilarious. My God.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that played right there. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you guys see, once again, as I was saying, you guys see the Chancellor at the end back over toward a small kitchenette area. They look back toward the five of you. Well, if it isn't the other five that were supposed to come and see me yesterday. Hello. Do you guys need anything? Coffee? Do you take coffee?
Hey, black, please.
That's no good.
Oh, also black.
Students are growing up way too fast these days.
Fine, free sugars. I don't want the same as him.
I still want my black.
That's what I would assume a student would be like. As he makes some seems to pour some coffees, you see him look to his full pot of coffee that he has seemingly made for himself. However, upon pouring 5 coffees, it seems to be empty again. He gives a sigh and goes to make more as he motions toward the tray of 5 over toward all of you. Please add whatever it is you need.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem at
No,
all.
James, you don't drink that.
Give me one moment and I will finish this and then we can speak. I assume you have many questions.
Yeah.
I just know we got a couple, yeah?
I assume you have questions as well.
Most of my questions were answered yesterday with your 2 friends who made their way back over here. They had told me that eventually you guys might want to speak as well. And there we are. I'm not very good at this. Hopefully that's fine. My secretary made that pot. As he goes about going to go about there, Caitlin, you drink the coffee?
Yep.
Is anybody else going for some coffee?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, black coffee.
Got some milk in there, goddamn. You guys are monsters.
Hey, it's how I take my coffee.
Sam would,
I don't
Sam would
feel
also
like
go and
buying
collect.
milk.
Taliesin, do you want coffee? Emerald?
I think Emerald had to be RB.
No! Emerald! No!
Everyone has to think about it real bad.
No! How dare. They were gone a few minutes ago, so they'll probably be back soon. I'll ask them about it later then. For now, I'm assuming you all go and grab a cup. He motions over toward where one of the large U couches are over on the sides. And again, they'd be like, you know, like kind of like that kind of a thing.
Oh, they're gonna be put on the couch.
And then there'd be like a little desk back, yeah, with this little kitchenette like right here. Yeah. There we go. As you guys go and seat yourselves or do whatever it is you guys wish to go and do, the Chancellor steps forward. He goes and grabs his chair that was behind his desk and just sort of sits in the center here. He looks at each of the coffee cups and he just looks back to his own like, "It'll be done soon. Don't worry, it's fine."
I'm back.
Welcome back. He made 5 cups of coffee. Did you drink your coffee?
He did not.
He will drink yours then.
Yes, it's fine.
He takes the 5th cup and he's just like, yes.
I think your Chancellor has something wrong with him.
Every Chancellor has something wrong with them from the looks of it.
They have 3 sugar,
guessing
3
Greg was over here.
milk.
Baby!
There you go.
The Chancellor has 3 sugar, 3 milk, 3 Tabasco sauce.
You do see that he does end up making his coffee more white than anything, as he does put in what appears to be a lot of creamer and a lot of sugar. As he sits down with his, he looks out toward the 5 of you. So, how was your adventure? You all seem as if you're safe at the very least.
Thankfully.
It was eventful, that's for sure.
That's what I want to say, yeah.
I can't say that I incredibly believe everything that I was told. That being said, stranger things have happened, so I do understand that it's not something that I can very well just say did not happen. Still, a world of duel monsters, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
And apparently just a hole in the card shop away.
I've sent someone over to check on the card shop. At the very least, I'm going to ask them to not use that area for any storage for the time being. We are going to place a camera also within the area. We will be taking whatever this is seriously. All of you are adamant about this, correct? You all are sure this has happened.
On my name on Talisman Blythe, it happened.
Yes.
Well then, we will put everything that we can forward into making sure that whatever this is given thought. That being said, welcome. I know this is the first time I've spoken with any of you. We had a small assembly a couple of days ago, and I tried to introduce myself to as many people as I could then. I am Chancellor Bradford. I am a new Chancellor. I've only been here for around half a year, but I think that the best thing we can go about doing is starting things off with trust. I will trust that all of you did not take those cards, and I will make sure that whatever did happen is understood at the very least, if not fixed. That being said, I also wish for you all to trust me. If there is anything you wish to change on your story or anything of that nature, my door is always open. When it comes to these kind of things, I would ask one favor of all of you.
Which would be?
As students of the Academy, I would ask that anything like this be brought to me and not to those over in Sector Security. I know that right now all of you are in the Slifer dorms and it would be a lot easier to make your way there, but when there is something to do with the Academy, I would hope that you would come to the Academy proctors or myself, if that's understood.
Understood.
Oh, of course, that makes perfect
And
sense.
his brain, don't worry. I get you, fam.
Same, dude.
It is frustrating having to accommodate for another force out there, but at the same time, they are here for everyone's safety, from what I've been told.
I'm guessing it wasn't your decision to give them the old Slifer job.
The previous Chancellor, you would all know him as one of the teachers of the prestigious academy here, had done quite a lot to reduce the impact that a Chancellor has in the academy. While this is still my academy, and while this is still, at least in name, things that I should be able to take care of, my own power is somewhat limited, so as we don't just start digging out in the walls any longer.
So he actually did that.
He tried.
There are so many ways he could have gone about that if he really wanted to do that.
To be
Under
fair,
the guise.
To be fair, I do admire him. He was the leader of this prestigious academy for quite a few years, and I would like to make sure that all of you would look to him with nothing but admiration as well. While he was and is rather eccentric, he did cause a lot of good change in the academy. As well, his digging abouts did actually uncover quite a lot of corruption in some of the old staff as well.
Really?
There were...
That's good to hear.
You note that we are all currently floating high above the actual majority of Neo Domino. Floating is a wrong term. We are on a large platform of sort, but the platform itself was supposed to be decommissioned areas that were used for different kinds of other activities in the past. There used to be an entire criminal facility underneath the academy. However, that facility was decommissioned a long time ago, around 40 or 50 years ago. Yet the old chancellor, whenever he was digging around the walls, did find that there was quite a lot of people still making this place some kind of a storage facility. In fact, one of the old teachers who was here got suspended for using that area as a sort of hotel for people. We were able to find that there was some money laundering involved, and they were able to be taken care of.
Chancellor Bradford, this is something you should be telling students?
This is something that I would like to make sure to tell students. Every time that I have a audience with anyone that makes their way and makes their home here in the academy, I want to make sure that all of you know that I am being straight with you. I would like everyone to make sure that they know that their chancellor is doing their utmost for them, not for sector security, not for the politicians that have different things and wants in this place, but for you, the future of the world of Duel Monsters. That being said, I have been advised to keep certain things under wraps, but those things are not anything that any of you need to worry too much on at all. In fact, those are some things that I've been finally able to speak a little bit about. You were all gone for the past week, though. So none of you got the pamphlet.
Nope.
No, we didn't. No.
Hold on one moment. Allow me. He gets up from where he is. As he does, he goes back to the area behind him, and he goes to his desk and pulls out 5 large pamphlets. I am going to give you guys a thing.
Oh my god!
You gotta give us the thing.
A thing.
Oh my god!
I'll also give the chat a thing.
It's giving us the thing.
This RP now comes with supplementary reading.
Yeah, it fucking does.
Yeah, baby!
Baby, woo!
Yeah, baby.
Now we're a real D&D system.
I will put it in the chat first. Here you go, chat. And then I will give it to all of you guys. This is the welcome pamphlet for Duel Academy. As you guys look into it, it does seem to have some information you guys have already been told. Some things you guys would have seen from an old pamphlet or from an old section that was given to you guys before you guys even made your way fully into the academy, which would have been the welcome speech, as well as the understanding of the faculty, as well as the understanding of the different instruction. You guys making sure to give yourselves a new major, as well as a brief explanation of the dorms that are not actually listed inside of this area, but would have been in your other pamphlet. The biggest things you guys need to make note of is the materials and resources section, which does go over how your decks can be made, including how a regular school deck as well as a school speed deck is changed. The final thing you guys should make your note of is the special rules, sponsorship, and academy circuit. As you guys get to that section, he seems to look you over. If you have any questions about the academy circuit, which is what we're going to be calling the special event that is going on about the school this year, that is mostly what I wanted to tell the entire school at once about. Everyone else might have a couple of days on you, but what I mostly find from it that I can tell you, we are accepting some new rules given to us by the Formula Association. I guess I can't really call it the Formula Association any longer. This would be the Fortune Association. They have rebranded recently.
Rebranded? Really?
Mm-hmm. It seems that ever since the tournaments had stopped about a year and a half to 2 years ago, they have wanted to come back with a different branding, more tied into showing just how someone can make their fortune in their realm of dueling. They're one of the three major dueling networks out there. One of the three major circuits that are planned to have their comeback. However, their comeback is not going to happen until the end of this current year. All of you are freshmen, so I do not assume that any of you will have too much of an opportunity to go about anything that is here. That being said, even freshmen will have the new rules put upon them. In particular, he brings out his own pamphlet and goes and moves it over to one of the things. On page 4, you will find the major section of this, which is pertaining to something we are calling dual AI.
Dual AI?
Yes.
Oh, is it like the news sections and stuff?
A dual AI is what you could assume to be a separate zone for your monsters. These monsters will be able to give certain effects akin to regulators during your duels. This is something the Fortune Association is wanting to add into their own tournaments once they make their comeback at the end of the year. They're trying it out here at Duel Academy. These will allow for monsters to allow themselves to show monsters in the field that will give a sort of effect onto other things. That being said, your teacher, Professor Wells, has his own thoughts as to why these dual AI are becoming popular now, but I would say you should ask him about that, because while I do trust the man, I do also understand his thoughts can be a little strange at times. What you need to know is that before we go and do things in the next couple of days, whenever you are going to have your first section of duels starting on Monday, you will have to choose your dual AI. These dual AI can be chosen from any sort of normal monster or normal extra deck monster that you have. These dual AI will potentially have effects that we do not immediately understand, though we will be regulating and watching them. This dual AI, after you have summoned a counterpart of that card, can be summoned to your field afterwards at no cost. However, if you were to end a duel or a turn without a dual AI in your dual AI zone or face up on your field, you will at that point lose the duel. It is a sort of high risk, high reward maneuver. The summon itself cannot be negated, so you don't have to worry about that, but it can be targeted by other effects while on the field. You need to make sure that if you do summon your dual AI, you have ways of protecting it, or it is a time you wish to end the duel on that turn.
And those rules would have been useful when I had my dual AI ready.
You have a dual AI.
Yeah, correct.
I find that hard to believe since we had just now started making these rules.
I mean, it literally happened in the spirit world.
Right.
It shows summon skull.
Yeah, it did happen.
I guess that makes some sort of sense with what we were told, at least before. If that's the case, then maybe Professor Wells' ideas are not too far-fetched. I'll go out and say it. Professor Wells seems to think that these changes, these dual AI, are a response from those who are in power at the Fortune Association as they wish to combat spirit activity.
I mean, sounds about right, considering how it helped a lot against the spirit I was dueling. It was able to use forbidden cards multiple times.
Forbidden cards? If we take what you all say at face value, you see him like drinking every time he says this, like he's trying.
So you need more coffee? You're going for that one real fast.
I might need another pot. Yes.
I can try and.
I already have it making at the moment, but I'm not very good at. If you could check on it for me, I would actually be.
Absolutely.
Thank you very
much. I'll go check it. Oh, you got my mouse.
Do you know how to make it, Gregor?
Yeah, of course I do. I mean, you need to survive on something, right?
Okay, in that case, knock yourself out.
There are other information on them that you'll find inside of those pamphlets. However, these are not going to be the only rules we are going to be changing. There will be other rules that will be changing as we go through the year. I believe there are at least another 3 rules we will be going about testing out. These rules will be very heavily watched over. We want to make sure that these testing grounds are more than just that. They are giving us a big, I guess, opportunity when it comes to these. The Fortune Association allowing us to have our Academy circuit is going to allow us to have the first ever return to the Pro League that this city has seen. There's going to be a lot of eyes on our students over the next year. That being said, because of this, you'll find later on inside the pamphlet that there are several, I believe we have listed 20 different places that are willing to provide any sort of assistance to those of you who make high value or high institutionalized showings inside of these tournaments that will be able to sponsor you. These sponsorships are why we asked you all in the beginning of this year to not have any monetary help from your families or from anyone around you. We don't wish to have one of the companies that would choose to sponsor you have any bad blood with you just because you are someone who belongs to another company. He looks over toward Taliesin as he says this.
He nods.
That being the case, I would take a lot of what they tell you with a grain of salt. Make sure you think anything over before making any decisions. And with all that being said, I hope that all of you are able to take whatever could be from this and take the opportunity as you see it. If you're able to get in good with this tournament, this is a fast track to the Pro Leagues. This is something that honestly I could not pass up whenever it was brought to me. As much as I wanted to disagree with the idea of testing all of these new rules on our students, I could not help but understand that our students would be more than upset if they did not have at least the chance to show this to themselves.
The risk outweighing the reward?
Exactly. That being said, because of that, we also have to have certain things about our place. We are going to be making sure that these tournaments go off without a hitch. However, because we are inviting more publicity and more of the public eye to this academy, we did have to bring in sector security to show themselves here. They have as much authority here as any of our top teachers. However, I am still the one you should talk to above them if there are any things wrong with the academy. But if there is anything going on that requires them, any sort of illegal activities, obviously go to them if you can.
Will do.
I also believe that it is my own opinion to say sorry to all of you for putting you all in a position that you're in. When it comes to being displaced for the last week, I was hoping to get a good explanation from it whenever you all returned. That being said, it is going to be very hard to tell all of our teachers and sponsors that you had a spiritual journey into another world. As such, if I were to put you all back to where you were at previously, it would be it would be seen as blatant favoritism.
Well, I guess I got my answer. Kay will stand up and begin to walk away.
He does not stop you.
Cool.
He's like, do we get to change anything? No. All right, I'm gone. Peace.
As you leave Kate, he watches as you go. He lets off a bit of a sigh. With that being said, if anybody else has any questions for me, I am here to answer them. I do have a appointment in a little while, so I will have to be brief. but I will be able to answer whatever I can.
Do we just go to our teachers for the homework we missed?
You will not have to make up any work. However, if you would like to talk to them about any large things you missed, then you definitely can. I would say go and speak with the dorm leader that you have.
So we go around and speak to a dorm leader to go and try and figure out what we missed in the time being?
I would say that'd be the best option, yes.
Very well.
That being said, again, you are not forced to do any work that you had missed.
That's good.
Another thing.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know we're not forced, but it's best to know what we missed in case it pops up again.
And I'm sure that your dorm leader will allow that.
One thing, a bunch of us, I don't know if I believe Nadia and Jem had told you when they were up here, but a bunch of our cards disappeared. Like, I believe us, like me and Taliesin and Benny and Gator were there. We have our cards, but there's some people that just kind of lost them. Is the card shop open yet so we can try and assemble something for them, or is that just kind of a lost case?
Well, the card shop will be closed for this weekend while we get everything set up inside of that closet that had the breach happen, the cameras and such that were going to be placed there. However, unfortunately, there will not be any compensation for any loss of cards. At first, I was thinking we possibly could get some, but then Jim and Nadia had showed me that apparently you had a large influx of money come into your duel discs at one point.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
yeah,
narc.
that happened.
Wasn't that
I
think...
don't know what exactly that would be showing, but while they were here, whatever happened with their duel disc seemed to spark up as well, and they seem to have gotten another 1,000 added to it as we had spoken. I have decided that instead of looking into this little glitch, that I will turn the other cheek and allow you to use whatever this happy accident seems to be giving you. Anything that I would give you beyond that would be not as much as what you had already obtained either way. So I will assume that whatever is happening is perfectly in line and is not anything to look into. He just kind of like flips through the pamphlet as he says that. Like,
well, nothing in here says if your cards disappear and you get random influxes of money, you can't use them.
So then, I guess the final question is, who do we go to about getting Duel AI set up?
It is already set up on your academy disc. It should be updated to it. You will find that whenever you go to bring things forward, just choosing a monster beforehand should allow it. What this does mean is that that monster will not be in your main deck. Reading the rules in the pamphlet will do you good. However, my main thing to say is to make sure that you choose a dual AI that you have multiple copies of, because in order to summon a dual AI, you will have to summon it first normally from your deck. So if you do not have, let's say, a copy of one of your cards, it will be impossible for you to summon your dual AI unless you have other cards that work with it. I have been told from both Ride Ace and from Industrial Illusions that they are going to be making some cards that are going to be adding on to whatever these new rules are going to be given.
All right.
And I'm guessing having a Duel AI card doesn't count against the number of cards you have in your deck because it's not a card?
It is not a card inside of your deck, no.
Okay.
So you will have to still have 60 cards, at least for the time being. 50 for a turbo deck.
Right.
All right, yeah, you have that 50. All right, yeah, okay, I follow.
Oh yeah, we have to build our own turbo decks, don't we? I don't remember seeing that in the pamphlet that we'd be given one of those. As we were given a regular school deck.
You will unfortunately have to build your own, yes.
Interesting.
Uh,
I can add another Gradius.
Smuggest man in the world can add another greatest to his deck.
Let's go.
Speaking of, I suppose, one last question. Anadi and Gem okay? We haven't seen them all day.
The two of them have... how do I put it without... It might be best to ask them. They had their own concerns about their living quarters.
Oh, alright.
They will be brought into whatever accommodations that they didn't need, however. I believe the two of them were relatively satisfied with what we had ended up with. They should be at your dorms, though they probably got home rather late.
Maybe. I guess they're just sleeping in real late tonight.
It is a Saturday.
That is true.
I have been hearing a lot of information about ducks recently.
Geese.
Geese.
They're
We
bigger
might
than
need-
ducks, and they tend to be a little wider
Right.
Might
and
need
more aggressive.
to look into animal control or something because there are like 12 of them following us at one point.
I'm sure that it should be fine. They should be migrating relatively soon. As long as no one is feeding them, I don't see any reason why they would stick around.
He looks over to Benny with just this simmering, angry look on his face.
I was BRB for a second. What did I miss?
Tell him.
He has told us that as long as we don't feed the geese, that they should be migrating soon.
Then Benny will not respond and will just look away.
You know, adding a little bit of, like a little pinch of salt to your coffee makes it taste a little smoother when you drink it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As opposed to that kind of stuff before you brew it, it makes it taste better. That's what I learned with my dad.
How has Sammy been taking all this information? He's been quite
Well,
quiet.
I was about to
during this.
talk as him just then, and they were like, "How is Sammy doing?" Because I went,
Shit.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. But Sammy has been mostly listening. He has, Sammy looks up after the geese conversation happens. If there's nothing that we can do to change what's happening, if not even Jim and Nadia could talk you through it, then I believe that's everything I need to know. He gets up and, just like Kate, just sort of walks right out. You see Chancellor Bradford just sort of drinking the last bit of the tea that's in his cup.
Thank you for your time, Chancellor. I don't think there's anything else that I need to ask at this point. If anything comes up, I will let you know.
I am sorry for your current predicament, but this precedent is not something that we've ever had really happen. There
It's
is,
understandable.
again, there are stranger things that have happened, and let's say, for now, I do believe all of you, that everything that you have said is something that you have experienced in one way or another. We at Duel Academy know our own history, and we do know that there are explanations that can be brought forward for many of these things, but that does also mean that they have happened to our people in the past. He seems to like sigh and like look down toward his coffee cup. I am just very confused as to why this had to happen to me and not my predecessor, who actually wanted these things to happen to him.
I guess it's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to get lucky or unlucky in this case.
I suppose so. He stands up and goes over toward where you are, Gregor. As he looks at the coffee. Is this ready?
Oh, it should be ready now.
Oh, thank you very
You
much.
just put what you want to put in it, and that should be it.
Ah, perfect. He goes around and grabs the coffee cup and starts to pour it in. Roll me for your experience, Gregor.
I need to do.
Oh, and they
Single
forgot
push.
to.
I need to put my heart's desire into this coffee. If
the
there is one
counselor-
thing my family line would never do, is be served bad coffee.
Oh my god.
Good
Do I
stand
have an
family.
inspiration to get?
That's a 6, but it is a
Okay.
9.
That is a
Ian.
6 plus your 3 right there, plus your 1. I'm gonna give 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to make up for the fact that we didn't have that we have a little bit of a lag. Yeah, I knew it. All right, roll me one more time. I knew it.
You just had to wait. The lag was going through. You had to ask for it.
I had to wait and see because we do have some
That's a
lag going
1.
on.
We're still
All right,
higher
good.
than a 6.
So altogether, that would be a 10. It's okay.
10.
It's all right. Did good.
Thumbs up. That's all I had to do.
Especially when the counselor goes into their mini fridge and makes sure to add their mayonnaise.
Oh, Hangry said you had more. Hold on, let me scroll up. Oh yeah, you have one for Funny Gamble Man,
Oh, okay.
and you have
Alright,
one
funny
from
gam-
To the Gregorio. That's why I didn't recognize those. Go ahead and draw me 2 more times.
You didn't recognize Funny Gamble Man? Who else is a Funny Gamble Man in here?
I don't know, me.
Oh, you could be a Funny Gamble Man. You
If I
wanna
wanted
gamble?
to.
That's
It's a 2.
We're
Last
still not getting
roll.
higher.
Last one, no matter what happens.
Let's roll.
3.
6.
So altogether, we got the 10. It was okay. It's good coffee.
It's okay. It was good.
As he seems to give a drink and then a nod of approval. He's like, yes, I like
Excellent.
it.
All I needed to not be was bad. I'm satisfied.
That being said, you guys have any other questions for the Chancellor?
Why is your dog barking?
Any other questions?
I'm good.
No, I don't think I have any other questions personally.
You guys at that point stand up from where you guys are, I'm guessing. And as the Chancellor notices all 3 of you, he gives you guys a smile and a nod. I will hopefully see you all soon then. And again, if there's anything you need, I will be mostly free to listen to anything my students have to say.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, sir.
Take care, sir.
Take care.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys go to leave, Kate, you would have left first. As you have left, what is it you wanted to do?
I think it's either going home or, which is terrible. There's no like dueling testing training area machine thingy, right?
Machine? No.
Okay, good. Because it was either that or like try and duel the stress away.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Currently, you were
yeah.
told that there was nothing he could do to get you back into
Yes.
your other dorm. Maybe if you went and talked to him last night with the others, you could have demanded it. But no, last night you were gung-ho about, no, it's fine, I'll just make Red the best dorm ever.
Yeah, you see, she was coping. And then
Hey,
she
why's
found
your
out
brain
what
talking
happened
back
that
to you
all
like that?
happened.
Damn.
I'm playing.
You could duel the geese.
She'd rather kill herself. Anyway. But yeah, she'll probably just go home to her room and like work on the deck. Just isolation.
You would make your way back home then. As you were going back home, let me make sure on my end quickly. Yep. You would find as you would start to make your way back, getting back there would take you a little bit of time. Would not take you as much as like going all the way across the area, obviously. going there and back, being around where you are, you do make your way back. It's around 8. It's around like 8-ish whenever you get back. You do find that there is more of a hustle and bustle about the area. And you do find that outside of there does appear to be a couple of people, one of which you know. You find upon going out, there they are. Blup. And blup. There are 2 people standing outside of the dorms, apparently in a bit of a conversation with each other. As you find that you do see that there is a Nadia, who is at this point, there is a slight change about them for some reason. Who knows? As they have a slightly different uniform on. But as they appear to be chatting with somebody, you would make your way up. God, they're tall. Hold on.
Yeah, they are freakishly tall.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, Nadia.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Caitlin? Or not Caitlin, fucking... Blah, Kate. What's going on?
Not much. I'm guessing I probably just got the same news from you. Spoke with the Chancellor.
As she looks over towards you, looks back over. See, told you.
What's he bothering you about?
I was trying to figure out why there was someone new hanging around the dorms. There was a lot of commotion going on earlier this morning, too.
Well, now you know. Problem solved, right?
I guess so. As he sort of like puts his hand out behind his head. I've already been... Sorry. I'm just a little... He starts to make his way off. A little what? He looks back over. We're not excited to get a bunch of new people all of a sudden.
He hates freshmen.
I'm guessing you liked it when there were fewer, well, first years.
Whenever we have fewer first years, we have a better chance at winning. I'm sorry to make it that way. God, how do I fix this? Oh no, keep digging yourself into a bigger hole. It's really funny.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's pretty
trying to.
honestly.
I'm not. You see him like again, just like bring his hand up to his hair, just like.
He's deflating.
Honestly, I'm gonna give you some advice. Just stop there. We'll be fine. It's not like we are here because, well, we lost, you know?
I'm sorry, is what I'm trying.
No, you got there. That's it.
You see for a second, he just sort of like looks over to Nadia and then just makes his way over. You see him go and stand in front of one of the third-year rooms and just kind of lean back. Nadia looks over with a bit of a smirk as they look to you, smiling at you as well. Well, you went and saw the one in charge, right?
Hey, is it him?
No, the Chancellor, I mean.
Oh, right, yes, the Chancellor. Yeah, we listened to what he had to say.
Oh, believe me, that one is not the one in charge. I just dueled him.
Well,
And I'm happy to say that even though I don't have my regular deck going on anymore, I do still have it in me.
I mean, of course, you can take the deck away from the duelist, but not the duelist away from the deck.
Well, I had to spend all night trying to figure out. Had to spend all night trying to figure out these new rules, but I think I have a good.
Understanding?
Grasp?
I want to say understanding, but to be fair, I still don't understand why it's that much different. It's not like one normal monster can really change too much in a duel by the end. I think it's just there so that people can fuck up a little more. As soon as someone goes to summon their big monster, it's almost over for them immediately. There's hardly any ways to really protect something like that.
I mean, yeah, big risk, but the big reward is if you are able to protect it, well, you have another 3 months just to make sure you attack.
That's why you just have to make sure whenever you're dueling someone, you keep some kind of a stall ready for them. As soon as something like that comes out, you stall for a turn, get rid of that monster, and you basically win.
Yep. Unless, you know, that monster has a very specific effect.
I haven't seen any big way to find out what any of their dual AI effects would be, but at the same time, from what Jem told me, you already have one of those.
Yep. This big guy pulls out Summon's Skull.
How many of them do you have?
I believe should be the 2. I mean, one should be the AI, and I'll need to give it a double check.
You currently should only have one, from what I remember.
Yeah, I should just have the 1. Yes. Unfortunately, just the 1, so I guess I can't make it the dual AI anymore.
You also know what its effect was, though.
Yes.
Whenever you have a monster on the field that you can, during the start of your turn, you can add you can basically create a Summon Skull.
Which I do have another thing that is technically a Summon Skull, but yeah.
Well, from what I understand, until you actually bring the other one out, the first one's useless, but at the same time, I honestly am thinking about just ignoring it, at least for the time being.
I mean, I'd say for now, especially with... I'd say try and use it as much as you can, honestly. I mean, dual AI effects are random, so the only way to figure it out is through random look, right?
I haven't seen anything from mine yet. I have no idea what it's going to actually end up being.
Which one did you choose to be a dual AI?
I have 3 different ones in mind, honestly, right now, but none of them are really showing much of anything. It's hard to deal with things right now. Most of my deck is made up of extras that I have still around here. I still had enough to make my Chthonian deck, just not incredibly as it used to be.
It's a Chthonian deck, but not the Chthonian deck, right?
Exactly. Mostly it's a bunch of soldiers and well, a bunch of ways to mess about with the early effects of it. I don't have my Emperor, which sucks, but I'll hopefully find that soon.
You know, you still got your Flame Champ, and she can do a lot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't choose her as a dual AI, but shrugs.
Yeah, what can you do? Yeah, I'm sorry, I should be more peppy, but unfortunately it all sunk in today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Just...
According to that guy over there, he's a little bit peeved that apparently he's been stuck here in Slifer wanting to get things better for it, but he's not been able to move up because the freshmen are always lacking.
I'm pretty sure I can pull my own weight.
Oh, definitely. I just beat him. But I didn't have my real deck.
Exactly. Dude, I'm guessing you're planning to move on out?
I don't know yet, honestly. He kind of got to me a bit. It seems like it might actually be a decent challenge to try to get this up, but at the same time, you can't get past the stigma, right? If we graduate as Slifers, what's that going to be?
I mean...
Everyone's going to be like Slifer. Whenever I graduated, I was an obelisk. And even though whenever we would graduate, we would be at the top, it would still be as a Slifer.
I mean, the big difference is with students getting the first pick out of the, well, formal association. At that point, the stigma gets changed if a Slifer does get pretty far / wins.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really even seem to matter much if we get into the pros through this academy circuit or whatever. Honestly, whenever I was looking at it and I was talking with the chancellor about it, it doesn't even seem like we have to graduate if we get in there. I mean, what's the point in graduating, right? If you're already a pro.
I mean, just because you're a pro doesn't mean you can't learn a few more lessons.
Yeah, it just takes up all the rest of your time, though.
Yeah. Hey, some
It's like,
people
oh,
work while
sorry,
studying.
sorry, sponsors, I lost that tournament. I was too busy doing social studies.
I mean, hey, social studies will probably give you the correct excuse on how to, convince them everything's fine. Or psychology.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna take that class.
Why not?
I mean, he was digging through the walls.
He probably has more information, about what happened. Although I completely understand it if not.
Well, at least at the time being, things are relatively well here. I was able to get them to change out my roommate situation. So I'm with Jem for the time being.
Well, make sure you two look out for each other.
They seem to be a little bit less jumpy about it, so that's pretty good. Though, they seem like they're about to say something and they just kind of shut themselves up.
What's the problem? You can talk to me.
They're hard to deal with. How do I put it?
Socially awkward?
No, I mean, yeah, a lot, but they are definitely something. I feel bad about saying it without them. I'd say you should talk to them if you want to know more, but they probably wouldn't have been able to handle having a different roommate.
Where's she currently?
Right now, probably in the room. She was asleep last I saw her.
Cool, I'm going to make her some tea and then we'll have a nice small chat.
Oh, you can make tea?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'll make you some later, don't worry.
Well, I mean, it's my room, so.
I mean, it's my skills at making tea, so.
Can't believe you're gonna bring tea to my room and not bring me any.
Fine, I'll make sure to leave some for you. Oh, by the way, be grateful your roommate is Jem. My roommate attempted to straddle me while I was attempting to sleep.
What?
And then, yeah, she thought I was one of her servants.
How can somebody have that much of an ego and be in cyber?
I don't know. However, it was frustrating. I was tired. And then she started something that she didn't finish.
Well, she makes her way over toward the stairs. Guess I'll go make sure she's up.
And I'll get the tea ready.
They walk themselves up to the 3rd floor. You behind them. Is there anything you want to do before going up?
Nah, just gonna go make the tea.
Okay. After a bit of time, the others would make their way out and about. Upon getting outside into the main section, Taliesin, Gregor, and Benny, you guys see that Samurai looks back at all you. If there's no card shop, I'm gonna be heading back. Sorry I left before all of you. I just wasn't really feeling the conversation.
It's fine.
Gotta
Not
go
really
for
much we can
Don't
do about it.
worry about it.
If there's no card shop, though, I guess I'll head back.
We did.
Hmm.
He did say we could use the money. Maybe we did hear from the that one girl that the little guy's still around somewhere. He apparently
that's
jumped out one of the windows.
I was gonna say it's a long shot.
If he can make
Didn't
cards in
that
this
little
world,
goblin come here with us?
I guess he did. If he's still around, maybe we could, get things from
At
him.
the very least, we get like a level 5 monster. And if it's not, then that means that little fella fell over here somewhere. Now, if you were a little goblin, where would you hide?
In a cave, under a bridge.
Well, we don't have any caves. I mean, there's a bridge.
Under
but
a
even in
bed of-
water.
Perhaps at a bridge. Oh wait, that's trolls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think of
that's
the trolls.
I'd probably hide in the forest where no humans can find me.
Well, ain't that convenient?
That might be something. Who wants to go for a nature walk?
I always do.
I mean, you know you do, Benny. I was being more open about it.
Also, no
Oh,
more feeding the
you
geese,
do?
apparently. No more doing that.
Sorry, my mom
No,
fell.
oh, what?
Yeah, she was on the ground. I had to help her up. I didn't know what happened.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
She's like, guys, you're like, Cody. I'm like, what? And she's like, I fell. I'm like, oh.
Is
yeah.
she all right now?
I hope so. She said she was okay. But I'm gonna finish this up so that I can go and check more. But she seemed like she said she was okay. That being said, what was the last thing we said?
No more feeding the geese.
Well, that was the last thing I said.
We mentioned that, hey, we know that the little goblin dude is around. We might be able to get cards from him. He did say we could use the money however we saw fit.
Yeah, that girl said something about him jumping out the window or something, right?
Yeah.
He shrugs. Is he in the forest somewhere then?
I'm just saying, who wants to go for a nature walk tonight?
Yeah, that's what I was bringing up. Yeah.
Tonight we have all day.
That's true. It's true.
Then to the forest we go.
Let's
Nice.
well, you guys are all in normal. I'll let you guys do that. He like looks to his uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose like going in there with your Sunday best would not be good.
If you guys find him, you can let me know. Until then, I'm gonna try to make something of my deck, knowing these new rules are a thing.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, they're very weird rules, but I mean, hey, get it with the fortune circuit, I guess it's now. That's still gonna bother me. Damn it. Rebranding in the middle of the year? Like, it just, I get reviving a company, but jeez. You got a lot of brand recognition doing that.
When you lose that on brand recognition, yeah, but if people are going to be talking about the tournaments, I guess the best option would be to do it whenever everyone's going to talk about it.
It is a good combo, but
That being said,
Yeah.
that's not the only person that apparently rebranded.
oh,
Yeah, I was looking through the pamphlet here while you guys were still talking. Apparently that TV network, ZTV, changed over to DTV.
Oh,
weird.
really? You just completely change it up.
Yeah, I don't have any idea why.
A lot of rebrands going on lately, I suppose.
If new rules are starting up, maybe they think it's a good time to do something about it.
Yeah, shake up things a little, I suppose.
I have no idea.
Are they rebranding as a mostly dueling TV network now?
I guess.
I mean, they did a lot of, if I remember, they did a lot of stuff. Dueling wasn't one of the focuses of their show, but I guess new tournament coming up, new circuit. I guess it's the time to rebrand when the zeitgeist is shifting.
They may be looking to capitalize on everybody's hype for everything, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That being the case, I'm gonna head back.
You have a good trip, and hey, catch! Gonna pulls a card, the most important card in my entire deck.
Oh my lord.
What? Your most important card?
It's okay, I have copies of it.
As he looks to the Queen's Knight card you toss him. What's this?
Oh, he's gonna start rebuilding your deck, right? It's a good 1800 monster, and she's pretty cool.
And you don't need it?
I have copies of her.
He shrugs. I guess so, yeah. Thanks.
Good luck with that, eh?
I'll let you know how it is tonight, I guess. Or, you know, whenever you guys get back from your hike.
We'll let you know if I find anything.
Yeah.
As Samurai makes his way back over. Three of you now outside, looking about, watching the hustle and bustle of the morning go by you.
Oh, beautiful morning.
You guys want to start making your way back toward the forest?
Yeah, maybe.
Why not?
As you guys go back around toward where the forest meets the pathways, you guys look in as you're like, all right, we definitely won't get lost in here, right?
Never. We would never get lost.
It'll never happen in a million years.
Guys, we're on our way.
Guys, where's the door hole?
It's right here. Put it with the magic poker.
Where's the power saw?
As the three of you go to move your way into the forest to try and find your little goblin friend, I'll say that's probably a good place for us to end things off. With the three of you making your way into the forest, and with Caitlin making some tea for Nadia and Jim, you guys have all now learned about the new dueling rules that you guys are going to be following. You guys know that apparently at some point in the year, there's going to be some duels that are associated with the academy circuit to allow you guys to gain rankings and whatnot. Apparently, it's more for the older students. They don't expect anything of the freshmen. But hey, who knows? Maybe you guys can do some good stuff with it. Maybe. And then, like Nadia says, you can just forget about the rest of school and not have to worry about your social studies. As all that goes down, I think that we are going to zoom off and away. Away, I say. Away, off and away. Away. Also, we didn't get to see it, but, you know, and then the very end of it, as you three go into the forest, off on a tree, watching you guys from a distance, we see she has art.
There's art.
Hello?
As you guys are getting watched from the forest, going into the forest looking for your little guy.
I've gone from piqued to interested. Hello?
You and your straight.
I know what I am.
Yeah.
Oh, also, just going over to Jim and right-clicking Jim, and they're in red now.
Oh,
Hooray!
There they go.
hey.
I'll move them over here. There we are.
This dude's interesting.
What about him? What's going on?
He's got a nice purple coat on underneath his blazer.
He apparently
going on.
just lost a duel, so that's pretty interesting.
Sucks to suck.
Apparently really upset that there are a bunch of new freshmen.
Gets ass kicked by freshman. Leaves.
Doesn't elaborate.
He just has his own thing, you know. He's trying to say things, but he doesn't know, the words aren't finding him. They're not getting there.
It's because we didn't ask him what his tragic backstory is, so his dialogue wheel is all out of whack.
Yeah, they didn't ask about his tragic backstory, you know, where, I don't know, the school killed his parents or something, and now he has to.
Oh my God.
Now he has to make Slifer good again. Otherwise, the parents are gonna remain dead.
They'll only bring my parents back if I graduate.
They'll only bring the parents back if we graduate with Slifer at the top.
My father was a Slifer, and he was killed by an obelisk. On an obelisk.
On an obelisk.
With an obelisk.
I love how, without saying it, the chancellor's like, all right, as a chancellor of Duel Academy, I know some things would happen and spiritual stuff probably exists inside brain. We did lose an entire branch. The island disappeared. I don't.
It disappeared. It's gone. Where did it fucking go? Why is an island missing?
That was over 100. That was like 150 billion
And then
years
the
ago. Or
satellite
something.
disappeared, and we're not gonna focus on that.
Well, that sunk. It sunk into the waters.
It's not like he goes scuba diving every weekend to check.
Yeah, it just sunk. You know.
Yeah, the other chancellor does that.
I'll find it. Oh, I'll find that there's nothing here, and then they'll have to tell me that it disappeared. Yes. then they'll know the spirits exist. And then they'll let me take down the walls.
They're in the wall.
We know spirits exist. We just don't want you to break our walls.
I love that apparently his entire thing is, I'm gonna look in the walls for spirits, accidentally uncovers a fucking money laundering scheme.
And a hotel.
Oh, whoa, boring.
Present.
Well, that's what they were using.
corruption.
They were using it as a hotel, but also as money laundering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the previous Fazbear location.
You know the meme of the opposite of the guy shaking his hand and just looking confused?
I'll find it. I'll find the spirits. With these new kids at my disposal, nothing will be able to hide from me. I mean, what? Oh no. Nothing.
No one should hear that.
I've been discovered.
I'm just a silly, never mind old man.
It's just so tragic how those kids fell off the side of the building. They just weren't watching.
They just didn't.
As they plummeted
They just
to their
didn't
death.
watch their mouths.
I don't know why. For some reason, I just imagine Professor Wells seeing the spirits and going, "You should have stayed away, Bankai."
Oh no. Shouldn't have shown yourself, spirit. I remember whenever I was a child, I visited that island and it disappeared. Wasn't that like 200 years ago? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also part God. Anyway, no. Professor Wells is
I
fun.
want
He's
to
a
hear
good guy.
more. I
need
want
to
to
be
listen to whatever
Spirit
he's
King.
smoking.
Professor Wells is fun. He's a good guy.
Spirit King, to be Spirit King.
But yeah, we will come back to this next time. You guys have met a couple of new people. You met a somewhat frisky Slifer lady who apparently thought that someone had given her someone to kiss or something. I don't know what was going on with that.
What the fuck?
Oh, someone left you here in my room. Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah.
I have
What the
received
fuck?
a woman. They know what I like.
They understand me here. I was starting to wonder.
They sent me ones with the abs and everything.
Man. Yeah, don't mess with the scales, apparently. The scales are
Yeah.
scales are somewhere around there.
I ain't gonna touch the scales.
Don't touch them.
I ain't gonna.
Don't fill them with tea.
Oh, don't worry. That's still an aspect
mean,
of
if she's
Yu-Gi-Oh! I
into
haven't
that.
learned.
Don't fill the scales with tea.
Maybe
Or at least if
I
you do,
spill the
don't. At least if you do, keep them balanced.
I mean, they'll stay balanced as long as we drink from the scales together.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll double we'll see what happens. We'll see
That's
what
it,
happens.
that's it.
I love that as soon as Kate was into it, they're like, nah, never mind.
What the fuck?
As soon as
It's
it
hard to
shows like, no, you're gonna take care of this. It's like, you're being dominant. I hate that.
I'm not gonna be submissive.
You're
Have you seen me?
you're trying to take control of this. Well, there goes my lady boner.
So they were both tops.
Listen, if you bomb one weekend, I'll bomb the other.
No, I don't do that.
Well, I'll just go to Nadia then.
As soon as it was like, all right, fine, bet, let's go.
It's not like he's gonna be a pill princess.
Brat.
But yeah, we'll have to see what goes down. Maybe some new things will come to light in the next coming things. Maybe we'll have a duel next time. Hopefully I won't be sick. That'll be great.
That'd be great. That
That'd be
last part would
wonderful.
be great.
I don't want to be sick anymore. I don't like it. Stop making me sick, Will.
Well, how
Sorry.
But
Why
yes,
didn't you tell me?
Yeah, the
Look,
teenagers
I
don't listen to
told
each
you
other.
I spat in his mouth.
I mean, yeah, but you should have tried harder.
I never got
mean,
sick
it
from that
worked, I'm
before.
saying- That hasn't stopped me before.
But yes, with all that being said, my dudes, we're gonna end things right here. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about things outside of things. If that is the case, maybe you should show up to the stream and watch some stuff in the stream. Maybe you can talk a little bit afterwards in the stream. Maybe people will like it. With all that being said, till next time, guys, like always, later days.
Oh boy.
Mwah.
Ah.